it goes on for a few more seconds, but I like that. It's pretty chill vibes right there. I like that. This plays when you find the ghost party in the hot tub outside the last resort. Oh, okay. Awesome. That's really cool. See, can I like copy this link? I'm gonna copy this link. I'm gonna put it in my Discord server so I can just like I'll put it in like the music song section so that like there we go. So in case I want to switch it up a little bit, I might use that. Seems like one that could kind of fit the intro stuff too, which is kind of nice. We'll see. Is it possible for you to shuffle songs? Yeah. See, so I would have to just manually choose. Like I wouldn't be able to like have a playlist running. So I could probably just do it manually. Like I might be able to have a bunch of different songs and just kind of choose from there. So if you have any examples of like songs like this, I have a vibe like this, or the one that just we streamed, to start today off, like let me know. Just send the link my way for a YouTube link, and I'll consider playing that because it could be awesome. Having those. Having those periodically throughout the thing because I like with each song I've played on stream for intros I really like, but after a while I start to get a little sick of them. Luckily I haven't had that issue right now with the what's it called again, the name of the one we just the one that I have, 3 bar logos, that one. I'm luckily not getting sick of it, but even though I've had it for a long time, I'm just worried that I'm going to like ruin my experience listening to it after I'm exposed to listening to it like so much in the span of how many months. But oh yeah, so let's get started. I forgot to switch over. Um, so I figured today would be another fun, you know, truck simulator stream situation. Could be a lot of fun. Let's switch to the job market. Own trailer. All right, let's try what we got here. So unfortunately, I couldn't do the Sunday stream. Funny enough, believe it or not, I had another party to go to, which I was very surprised. I kind of forgot that it's coming up on Sunday. But it was really fun. I had a good time with it. We pretty much just played a bunch of Smash Bros. And some other stuff. I played a game called Spike Ball. That was very interesting. I've never had that experience before. Yeah, look at me go. Such a party animal I am. It's funny because I can go like a few months without like any like, big social gathering. And then like I'll have, 2 parties in like a row kind of. Like that's pretty sick. But like, kind of random. But, it was pretty fun though. I really, I was happy with it. The only problem is bugs absolutely ate me up. I am full of bug bites, despite having bug spray and stuff. We had a huge projector that we had covered like a lot of we used like a little a covering, like some sort of like I forgot exactly what we used. It was like a kind of like a bed sheet maybe to kind of show the projector when it got to nighttime, which was very nice. So we got to play Smash Bros. But then bugs started to eat us up a little bit, which is eh. But overall, it was very fun. Originally I got top 4 in the tournament, but then we played double elimination, so that meant I had to go to the losers bracket, and I got destroyed early on, so that wasn't good. I think I had like one. No, I don't know if I won my first one then lost in the double elimination, but I think I fared pretty well considering I haven't played the game in like a while. I wonder if there's a way to randomly shuffle intro songs automatically and have them automatically play when you go into the starting screen. Yeah, surely there is. And that's the thing, is like I wish there was ways to. Is this my truck? Yeah, it just with the light it looks different. Oh yeah, I have to. This is my truck. I have to go and like okay. Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm sure there is a way as well. Like I used to think that a lot of the ideas I wanted to do were just not possible because I just didn't know the technology, or like it just wasn't a thing. But like I found that I'm pretty like wrong about that. I found that there's a lot of cool like especially AI right now. There's like so many things with like, artificial intelligence, but also just other like cool like websites that I didn't know about. Um, so I'm sure like the technology's out there to do it, but yeah, for some reason I just haven't seemed to. I'm not sure if I'll find that anytime soon. I hope so though. It'd be really cool to try that out. I just don't know where to find that stuff. I'll have to do some researching. I have found some pretty cool um, technology things, which is nice. Before I do TTS here, I always put what I type into a character counter online to check if it's below the limit. Oh, okay, that's good. If I don't delete it before I close my, before I close my tab, it remembers what. Oh, it remembers like what you did. Okay, and I haven't used it in a while. Oh, that's cool. Oh, let me read this. What? What is this? Bruh. What a great PSA you've got there, Waffles. I'm very curious as to the context of this, but I'm assuming I will not get context to that text-to-speech prompt. That's so funny. It's reminding me to not have you babysit my future children. Just throw the Xbox, yeah. That sounds great. That's so funny. Oops. It's a good idea though, having it on a website. I usually did that for like when I'm writing like papers and stuff. When there's like a specific like character limit or like word limit, I always make sure to like copy paste. And I don't know if you use the same one, but there's one that like, remembers it unless I clear my cookies or browser or whatever. So like that's like the only thing. But since I don't do that, usually it's like still there, which is nice. But why am I Patrick? I don't know actually. Why are you Patrick? Oh wait, why? How is that even a thing? How is he on there? I don't know if I've subscribed to like a Patrick Star SpongeBob thing. That's hilarious. Why are you Patrick Star? That's so awesome. AI generated sponge. Have you guys heard about the Adobe Photoshop update? From what I've heard, you can just like you can kind of trace like a certain like area you want to put something in, and then you can just type what you want, and it'll just automatically AI generate what you're looking for. So if you like circle over like a group of people in a photo of you, like standing next to like the Eiffel Tower, you can just type like remove people, and the people are just gone. And I'm like, that's so cool. But then it's like, you can also like, say you're on the beach and you want like a picture of like a boat like on the water, you can just like draw a little circle and just be like insert, like, or I think it's just like insert boat or yacht or super yacht or whatever you want, or like maybe there's like, I don't know, the Black Pearl or something like that. It'd be kind of cool. And then it just like does it for you. I'm like, that's so sick. Like that's so awesome. I want to start to learn those softwares. I know, especially for working in the future, I'm going to have to learn how to use the Adobe Creative Cloud. So like part of that's going to involve understanding some of this cool stuff, and like I'm so excited eventually to give that a shot. The only problem is how expensive Adobe products are. Are you kidding me? I remember back in the day you could just like buy like each version per year, and then you were good. But now they just bundle it all in like a subscription plan where you have to get like everything, and it's like super expensive because they're giving you all this stuff, but if you only need like 2 or 3 things, then like the rest of it's not really worth it because you just don't know how to use it, or it's just not relevant to you. So I'm like, this is a little unfortunate. And you can also just like buy a subscription towards like individual ones, I think, too, but it's not, I don't believe it's that cost effective though, so it's kind of unfortunate. Oh, this is an interesting location. I don't know if I've been here before. I gotta tell you guys as well, I looked at some of the DLC for this game, and it's expensive. It is so expensive. I'm assuming the only states I get right now are Let's see here. Let's back up. Oop. How about a little more? Little more. I guess I'm not going anymore. Okay, well, we got California, we got Nevada, and we've got this place. What's this place called? Shoot. This one. I think that's all we get, which is really unfortunate because I was expecting to find more locations. Maybe there are if I like upgrade or if I up my level a bit more, but I don't know why it would be locked. So I checked the prices for like the DLC for like certain states you can get, and so they're all like $12 for each state. I'm like, what, $12? Like that's kind of expensive, Like I don't know what they give in each DLC, like which state. Like I'm assuming they look very distinct and different, but like I don't know. Oh, it was Arizona. I'm sorry, it might have been Arizona, that one state that I missed. It was like 12 for each, so like each state was like $12, and it's like obviously they don't have all 50 states, but like it's a pretty big amount of a big portion of money you have to hash out to like play each state. And then the newest DLC is apparently the Texas update or whatever, the Texas DLC. You get the entire state of Texas brand new for like $17, and I'm like, okay, that's a bit expensive, but I can kind of see why it's a little bit more because it's a bigger state, which means there's more to do, and it's pretty iconic, so maybe there's like more distinct things to look at. But still, like, that's a lot of money. Like, I thought DLC was supposed to be like less money. Well, first of all, I thought DLC was supposed to be extra content for those who bought the game. Then I found out you have to actually pay for most DLC, so that's out the window. So then I expected it to be less money than the actual game, even if it's like more, like even though a lot of DLC might be more than just like the game price altogether. Like I didn't think one individual DLC thing would be like more than the actual game. And I don't remember how much American Truck Simulator is, but I remember not getting it for I don't think I got it for like $20, so it's like a little bit weird. So just thought I'd share that like I like that there's extra stuff to play in this game, but it's like a little expensive on the pricing, I'd say. Remove people, oh cool. It's a new Photoshop feature. Photoshop. Yeah, I know, right? But there are other things too, of course. On your topic of technology, I found out that you can tie a thing called Wolfram Alpha into a Nightbot command. It was kind of hard to figure out, but now if I type, or if I ask, or if you type ask question into a friend's chat, it'll answer some questions I ask it. Oh wow, that's actually really sick. I mean, is it like a lot of, like, is it, I'm trying to think of, like, what kind of questions did you ask it? Nice skull emoji. Oh, you can do skull emojis on here? That's hilarious. I'm dead. It's pretty limited, but it'll almost always answer my math questions and a lot of history-related stuff. Oh, I see. So it's okay, that makes sense. That's pretty cool. I've been playing Yakuza, so naturally it's been used a lot for comparing yen to USD. That's actually a really good idea. That's some good examples right there. That's really creative because I'd have to go on like Google and look it up, and it might not take too long, but like having it integrated with like Twitch, like that kind of technology is really sick. And another thing I didn't think you could actually do. That's really nice. That is really cool. I'm gonna try to learn more about like different softwares or different like things, like different technology things to share with you guys if I find anything, because it's pretty cool to like have your work a little bit make work a lot easier, knowing that there's like a thing you can ask like a bot to do for you or something, which is really nice. I forget, I'm not even like pushing anything in my truck. I don't have anything. I'm still waiting I'm still like driving to my destination. Okay, I didn't hit the car. Good. Come on, car. Oh, okay. I forgot. It was a red light there. All right, let's go. I have enough money to upgrade my vehicle or just flat out buy a new truck. So It's exciting stuff too. Alright. 55 miles an hour. Alright. We are almost at our destination. I gotta wait a little bit. Alright, let's go this way. Alright. There we go. Oh, time zones. Oh, nice. That's huge too, because there's a lot of folks that have like differing time zones. That's really, really helpful, I'd say. Why is the truck facing backwards? Oh, which one? This guy in front of me? Some of the stuff in this game can be kind of goofy. Alright. Alright, just enough. And now we gotta turn one more time. And... oh, it's a bus. Oh, yeah, yeah. And here we go. Time to make some money. Alright. Use cargo from your own trailer. Boom. We are taking the big money item. Let's see. 12 hours. Oh, okay. This is also 12 hours and 5 minutes. So if that's the case, why not just take the... alright, I'll just take this job. Cargo is ready. Alright, where... oh, it's like all across there. Okay, let's head over there. So I don't know if I have to go face first in there and then they just like do the work for me. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, let's skip the loading. Let's have it do itself. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Cargo's been loaded. Bada boom. Alright, let's go. And I'm like half a tank of gas. Great. I have my new to-do list item. It says to not mess up the gas station. I guess just getting gas, because the whole thing is a real issue. Oh, we're gonna see a train. All right, how many boxcars think we're gonna get this time?
Listen here, mild.
Oh boy.
I will tell you what I ate.
Okay, what'd you eat this time?
It will make you hungry. Get ready. Are you
Okay.
ready?
I'm ready.
I got a plate at Panda Express, 1 entree, 2
Oh.
sides with chow mein and double Beijing beef. It was very good.
Ooh.
Beijing beef is my favorite. I ate those food.
I haven't had Beijing beef before, but that sounds really good. I have never been to Panda Express because it's just not where I'm at right now. Like I don't have access to a Panda Express, but like I've had a lot of the food you've got on that menu there. That is some really good stuff. I'm very jealous, actually. Luckily, I just ate, so I'm not too... well, actually, that's a lie. I ate, like, maybe 2 hours ago. So I'm not, like, super hungry, but I am, you know, I could get a little bit peckish if there's more food to be talked about. Also, I know this is kind of, like, a general question, but, like, how is everybody's life so far going? Like, I'm just kind of curious. I don't think I've really talked much about, like, how everybody's been doing recently, so, like, hopefully y'all have been doing well. Yeah, I know. I feel like I talk about I talk a lot about myself here, so it's like I want to know like how things are going with you guys. Say mid. Okay. Mid sounds like a bad thing, but it could be good. You know, it could be worse. You know, let's look on the bright side. You know, you failed math. No. Math is really hard though. I absolutely hate math class. Like I know it's important and all, but like it is very not fun. I had a class I almost failed it this year. It's like the only class I was close to failing ever, and it was a very difficult class. It was like a math operation logistic type course for my business class. Oh dear, there's a truck. I think I didn't hit it, so that's good. But the class was super hard. It's like one of the hardest classes in the business curriculum for my school. And the professor is a brand new professor, has never taught before, and he was very difficult to learn from. And like more than half the class was in danger of not passing. So it's very scary. So it was a little bit tough. I know. Oh, that reminds me as well. I learned about this. Well, not really learned about it, but I learned with Chat GPT that you can. I got a lot of help from there. Not to do my homework because you just can't ask it for that kind of homework. And you can't ask it to help with like this kind of homework. And most times, anyways, professors know if you're like cheating or not, anyways. So I wouldn't risk it for the biscuit or anything. But at least with this, it was pretty interesting. I wanted to learn more about the terminologies because it's very boring, especially with this guy's lectures. It was very boring. So what I did was I just kind of asked it just like the definition for the terms I was looking for, and it was a little bit confusing to understand still. So I was like, okay. So I asked it, I'm like, please describe this term as if I was like 5 years old, and it like told me the whole example about like trying to fit toys into a toy box, and that this term I'm trying to learn pretty much is trying to understand like the most efficient way to make the most space in the toy box for more room, because you've got all these toys you need to fit in there with different sizes. You have to fit into this one little toy box. You got to make sure you make the most amount of space with what you've got. I'm like, that's cool. Like, it actually really helped me out. Unfortunately, it was a little bit difficult trying to like understand calculations, but at least knowing what each thing meant kind of helped the whole process. So I'm very thankful with that, at least. Like, I didn't get the direct answer I was looking for, but like it helped me understand some of the terms so that I could do better for the work, I guess. So like a little thing I liked about that. So in case anybody's preparing for, I mean, I guess what you guys are probably, some of y'all might still be in school right now. Maybe some of you guys are all set for the summer, but like something I've been noticing, like kind of helpful, I suppose. Not really, but really close. You haven't failed, but you're close to failing. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's the same in your school, but sometimes if you're like super close, you can kind of like ask if things don't work out. You could sometimes ask like a higher up person, whether it's like a principal or someone, to be like, "Hey, I'm like super close to passing this class. Oh shoot, I gotta go here. Oh." That was a bad move. That was like really last second. But you can like ask somebody. I don't know if you have like, I don't know if there's, I don't know how it goes for your school, but like sometimes you can ask somebody higher up, like, hey, I worked really hard in this class. I've been putting in all my homeworks in on time, or I've done all the work. Here are my notes. I've been, and I'll try to explain like you've done a lot of work. And then you can kind of say like, hey, I only need like 3 points to pass the class. I'm so close. Any chance you can help me out? And if they say no, it's whatever. But like since you asked, maybe there's a chance. You never know until you ask, I guess. So that was my like that's how I prepared before I got my final grade for the class. The one I was worried about. And I'm like, hopefully I can just pass. But luckily I did. But like I was prepared to say like, hey, I was pretty close, but any chance you could help me out a little bit? Sometimes colleges can help out with that, which is nice. Algebra is not fun. When they put letters into into my number related work, it gets annoying. Certainly not fun. I think one of my favorite classes I've ever taken, I guess in terms of like overall subjects, has to be history though, because history is kind of like the lore of America, which is kind of cool. Or not America, but that's I guess the lore of like the world, which is kind of cool, I guess, because all right, let's see if I don't fill this here. The lore of like the world, I guess, is how I refer to it, because it's like kind of cool, some cool stories and interesting things. But you need to have a teacher who's actually like, enjoys their job because it can be very boring very fast. Like I had to learn American history in high school, and then again, I messed up. Alright. I had to learn American history in high school and also in college, which obviously makes no sense, but whatever. But I gotta learn that like the teacher in high school was just much better than the one in college, because the one in college just, I don't know, he was not very like fun at all. And you don't have to be fun, but like you gotta make the work a little bit interesting, I suppose. I guess is what I would put it as. Dang it. Hold on. You can disconnect the trailer. There's probably a button for that, isn't there? Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I hate this because I'm like I feel like I'm so close, but I'm apparently not. I could just back out into the street again and then just like see how that goes. I can't see if there's anybody in the street, but you know. Wait, wait, wait. Ha ha ha. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let's go. Huge. I'm awesome at this stuff. Look at that. Full tank of gas and only a little bit of damage. That's huge. If you're specific enough, you can almost ask it anything. ChatGPT is actually super neat in what it can understand. It can almost troubleshoot software with you, but sometimes off about the software and might not know about changes made to said software. That's fair. I think it's just so cool. Like, you're right, because it's like, at face value, sometimes the questions you ask it might not be too helpful, but like you have to get really like detailed, and the way you ask it will change how it responds to you. So it can be very helpful with getting the right answers as long as you know how to say it. So I've been looking online too. There's like people who help you with like different prompts. Like instead of saying this, ask it this. And it's like, oh, I didn't know you could ask it that because I've only been used to like Google searching and other browser searching, like a browser thing, like you know, searching on there, which is like a little more limited. So having to like open my horizons to this is going to be very interesting. Okay. Where am I going? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I almost hit a car. Or are they almost? I don't know. Why does your truck have two TVs? It ain't no TV. It's a navigation system. Thank you very much. No, but yeah, pretty much it's like, it's the same thing. I guess it's like the same screen that's on my right side, but luckily I can just look around with this, I guess. Pretty helpful, I'd say. Oh, okay. There we go. And then once I asked it to fix an issue, and it would tell me to go to a setting that doesn't exist. Oh no. Until it's the setting doesn't exist, and it would basically say, "Sorry, my bad, G. Here's new instructions," and just repeat the same. Oh, I see. Yeah, because I think the technology, like ChatGPT, doesn't know anything after like 2021. I think. So like everything beforehand. So maybe there has been an update with whatever software you were using, and it's like, you know, I guess it's fair. It's too bad, but you know. Yeah, for all the other gas station clips, I know. I'm getting better though. It took me less time to get out of there than before. Play music. You can play music in this truck stereo. I'm nervous because I don't know. I've never used it before, and I don't know like what they might, what kind of music's gonna come out of there. But it could be kind of cool actually. Like I was thinking because I wanted to play music on here because it does get a little bit quiet if I don't speak. Luckily, I run my mouth so much that sometimes I don't know if I need music. But like overall, it would be nice to have some background noise. I'm not sure what they play. If it's just like instrumental music, then like that's huge. But if it's like includes lyrics, I hope it's not like, you know, most inappropriate stuff. Because you youngins don't need to hear any of the sailor mouth talk that these up and coming musicians are saying these days. I gotta protect y'all from that kind of stuff. It's funny, today actually I had in my internship, I'm at my college right now working as a digital marketing intern with them, and it's really cool because I have like access now to a few things I didn't have before. So working with them, like one of the tasks is like, hey, go on Spotify and prepare, a playlist for an event for this summer that we're gonna be doing. I'm like, okay, it's like part like one of like 50 of things, but like, you know, like one of the parts is like I had access to like the official school like school Spotify account, so like I had to make sure the songs were like clean and like not inappropriate or anything. But it's like I was like, oh boy, like it was so funny though because it's like I was debating like I don't know if you guys have seen the Mario movie yet, but like Peaches by Jack Black is on there, and I'm like, oh, I could just put that in there, so I snuck it in like in the middle of the playlist. So because it's clean and it's popular and it could be a nice summer trendy song, so I put it in there with the other songs. So we'll see how. Hopefully they like it. But I made sure as well, like nothing else, nothing inappropriate or anything. But it's like, I don't know, just interesting to kind of like, having to watch out for that kind of stuff is like, similar to what I do on here, I guess. Oh yeah, all types. Well, not all types of music, but usually it's like for events, like when they have like an open house for like students or potential students to check out or something, or if it's I don't know. It's like usually something like that. Oh, car is smoking. That stinks. But yeah, we're in the big leagues now. My school plays music. Come on, car. I'm turning. Hey, Strawberry. Welcome to the stream. So sadly, I have not yet. I'm really sorry though. I've been very busy this weekend, and I've had trouble trying to make time to get that set up. I really feel bad because it's like I'm not sure. Like I was trying to think of a time it would work, but I'm like, I know I've been slacking with everything too. I've been slacking with fixing the sound for you, Ninja. And with the keyboard situation. Oh!
I love you, kitchen gun!
I suppose I could deserve that. But yeah, I've been slacking. No, you're right though. No JK. This is real stuff. It's tough because like I'm starting to become a little more busy because classes started now for the summer and my internship is now having me do a lot more work, and then that party from the other day, but that was more of my thing, I guess. So I'm actually finalizing the schedule for June and July, but I could let you know, the times for that. By the way, everybody as well, I wanted to share that I am probably going to be adjusting the schedule for the stream now that I know what my long-term activities are going to require of me. So like for example, school, I'm going to actually be like on campus for classes, but the classes are going to be like a few hours each night, so like they end at like 9 p.m. so it's like I can't stream on Thursdays because I'll be getting out of class as the stream's supposed to start, unless you guys want me to do like an IRL stream as I leave class immediately at 9. Hey guys, just finished class. Time to do some American Truck Simulator on the road with my car and not the truck. That'd be so funny. But would not be safe though. Very, would not be safe. So I wouldn't do that. But my guess is that I would have to double check. But I think I'll be switching now to do Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So I have like a day before each stream to like do homework and stuff maybe too. So it could work out this way, But I'm like really excited because like my final classes are going to be starting and hopefully they'll be okay so I can wrap them up. So we'll see how that goes. Slacking and caught lacking. That is very, very accurate description of my situation here, Waffles. So good stuff there. Also, I just realized you mentioned something over here. Let me before it goes off my screen, let me double check what it says. Oh, here we go. Youngins, yeah, youngins. It'd be cool if you can sync like Spotify with this game, and the sound comes from the surround in the game, so the player head moves also moves. Oh, like surround. Oh, surround sound would be really cool with like Spotify and whatnot. I hope there's a mod for that. I don't know. I know the modding scene in this game is pretty good, so hopefully there's a mod for that. And if not, maybe it's like somewhere in the game. But I would hope there's a way to do that. That'd be really cool. You could bully ChatGPT into saying stuff that isn't true. Oh wow. What? Wow. That's interesting, Waffles. Okay, now I'm back. Are you playing the same amount of stream days? Yeah, so luckily it'll be the same. Yeah, so same times, just adjusting Thursday and Wednesday. Um, could be very fun, that's for sure. Oh yes, because I'm sure it'd be cool to see like what kind of like I remember when I was like searching for the college for my future. It was really cool to see different types of campuses because in the United States it's like college campuses are huge apparently compared to other schools like in around the world. So um, like my brother right now is considering some colleges in the UK for his like future and like looking at the campuses there. I'm like, oh wow, like luckily they have like a lot of stuff to do, but like not as much as like in the United States. But for you and me, it's like I'm sure it'd be kind of cool to see like that kind of like how different each campus is. Like mine is kind of small, I will say. Like but it's like pretty nice because like it's got a lot of trees and it's got a lot of vegetation. I guess is the word I'd say. Um, and there's like a few statues and some like little fountains and stuff. So it's pretty nice. And it looks amazing during the fall and the spring. But but yeah, I looked at some other schools nearby that I was thinking of as well, and it's like some were just very different. Like one was like really big and had a lot of places to go, but it was also a little bit like just seemed a little bit like gray. Like there wasn't much color. And others were like had a lot of accessibility, like a lot of things to do, I guess, but it was like too cramped for like the amount of students that go there. So it's a little tough, but ooh, that'd be awesome. I'd love to see it. Thank you very much. I wish my school was a bit like uh, bigger, I guess, because like I'm like shy to like share that kind of stuff. Like I've never mentioned my school's name like on stream because it's just like it's so small that like I mean it's not like a small like it's got it's got like D1 sports and stuff, but it's like small enough where it's like it's very like I don't know, it's like too which is a bit more larger, I guess, if that makes sense. An hour away from your house. Dang, how do you like? Is it take a whole hour drive or like an hour? Yeah, an hour. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You take like a whole hour ride or drive to like get there. That's a lot of time to get there. Unless you well, hmm. I mean, maybe you can like carpool with somebody or something. It just seems like it's a lot of a lot of time to have to get there and back. But like for me, it takes a half hour to 45 minutes to get from where I stay to my campus. So I usually try to find things to do on campus itself before I go home, whether it's like just doing homework or bringing my Switch or something. An hour to school and back. Hopefully the drive isn't too hard, because like, yeah, I'm sure it can be annoying having to like, you know, get to a very busy spot back and forth. No carpooling option. That stinks. Oh, okay, so that's not too bad. You can just drive the interstate for a while. That's not bad. Do you listen to like fun tunes while you're heading to college, or do you like listen to like podcasts or shows or something instead, or do you just like, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example of like other things to entertain yourself as you're driving. Depends on the mood. Oh, I see. That's fair. I feel like every year I change the style of what I want to do. Because my first year going to school, I wanted to listen to like what the radio had because at the time I was still kind of not new to driving, but it was fairly recent, so I wasn't as comfortable to try different things. So I was stuck listening to public radio, which is like, you know, not the most fun because like every like it feels like you've got more commercial than like songs, which stinks. It's like more commercial plus like the like host yapping around as opposed to like music, which is like kind of what I'm there for. So I'm like, eh. But it was fine because I got to like immerse myself with like what the kids these days listen to. So I was like, all right, it's cool. But then like the next year, I decided I was like more into sports, I guess, to like listen to. So it was like pretty much like a lot of ESPN, which is nice. But and then recently I whipped out my old iPod Shuffle, and now I have music on there I listen to. I bought like a an aux to USB thing, and it works very nicely. So now, I mean, it's a little bit like the audio quality isn't that great, but like it's kind of cool as opposed to having to pay for like Spotify or something. So that's nice. Even older? What's that supposed to mean? And you're not old, by the way. Ooh, CDs are pretty nice. I never actually thought about that. Yeah, that's actually a great idea. I have I have a CD player in my car, and I never used it. That's a great idea. Please pull in for inspection. All right, here it is. They make these notification things so like late. Like I just got the notification. Like here it is. Wait station. Gonna make sure I'm not smuggling any non-cool things. 15 miles an hour. I'm not gonna be going anywhere. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see what we got. Not in perfect technical state. Be more careful next time. Yeah, I think I hit something before, so I could use some changes. You have a CD case in your car? Nice, nice. I know my one of my good friends. He was a little bit bummed out because he ended up getting his car, but it did not have a CD player in his car. It had like Bluetooth, which is nice, but he had like a lot of CDs he wanted to play. And I'm like, oh, that stinks. Hey, Calvin Klein. Very nice. Forgot the real life commercial stuff in here. That's cool. Hey, trade, yeah. Even you can't stand. Oh, even you can stand. Wait, hold on. Let me read this again. By the way, Mild, I am older than you, and not even I can stand the radio. Well, it's tough. It's tough. Sometimes they've got a nice bop, but other times it's like commercials after commercials after commercials. It's unfortunate, but I don't believe you're older by that much though. You're still young. Although I'm like out of touch with like I feel like a lot of the youngsters these days. I know like cool phrases like cap, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not too far. I'm like, well, Did your birthday pass yet, or is it still coming up? Mine's in August, so I'll be 22 this year. So it's like a 3-pointer, if you in terms of years almost. You should unhear some of those phrases. Hey man, some of those phrases can be lit, as they say. You hear me, fam? Right? I'm pretty good at this stuff. Yeah. That's right, Waffles. I'll be more careful next time. Not wreck my truck and have the vehicle inspection people yell at me. Your car has 6-track. Oh, it has a 6-track? That's awesome. Mine, I think, is the same. Like, luckily I can hold down little buttons to, like, save, like, a radio station if I want to. So that's nice, too. Still coming up, but it's easier to say 25 in chats. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Especially because we're not even halfway into the year, I don't think. Yeah, we still have a little ways to go. So It's gotta be tough though, being like, say, like a December or like January birthday, because like, or like, you know, like a birthday that's like super late or super early, because it's like, you know, it's hard to like for people to think like if your birthday already passed or if it's still coming up. You know, usually once you get like to the halfway mark or so, you usually assume that like their birthday is passed. At least I think that way, but. What does that mean? What is that? How do you even pronounce that? Like peng, like penguin kind of thing? That's weird. I have no idea. I'm assuming it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure. See, I'm old. Well, not old. Excuse me. I'm out of touch. 2 siblings with January birthdays, and one the following month. Oh man, I'm sure they have trouble trying to explain that, like, yes, my birthday's already passed and it's January. Like, you know, like the people who are still like not sure or something. You know, I wonder if that's like a good thing though to get out of the way. You know, like, eh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go this way. Ooh, pasta. Oh, that's awesome. Umbrella. I think I've had that company before. I've consumed their products before. It's pretty good stuff. Definitely tastes like pasta. Let's see if we can get some other. If we can like zoom past some other trucks. Let's see. This guy isn't selling anything. Looks like, oh, one of those excavator things. It's cool. If I eat more of that pasta, they're gonna have to pick me up with that thing. You know. You said it right. It means attractive. Often used to refer to good-looking women. That girl is Peng. I've never heard that before. But that's cool. Avert your eyes, young folks. I don't know how that's actually in the game. That's crazy. Let's move on. I'm scared too. I feel like Waffles will like know this now that I'm like unaware of like common like young people slang and have me say something like really embarrassing on stream. Like I feel like there's a lot of possibilities there. Like it's very possible. It's British slang? Okay. My neck absolutely hurts. I worked out yesterday and I decided to change up my workout routine because I don't know, I wanted to see like if I can do a whole workout regimen with just like dumbbells, and it's been awesome. The only thing is that my neck is absolutely sore as heck. I can't like I feel so like old. I can't like turn without my neck hurting, which is ridiculous. But it's just like sore, I think. But it's like it's so goofy. But it's weird because, you know, it's like I stretched and drank a lot of water, but it didn't seem to work out. The workout didn't work out. I'm funny. Only 4 hours to go until this drive is complete. Oh, Amazon. Ew, pasta. You don't like pasta? Also, welcome to the stream, by the way. Great to see you in here. But, no pasta for you? Pasta's awesome. Wait, I can't make it to my location. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can, like, go the long way here. Maybe I can just go forward here. Oh! I have to take a huge detour. That's absolutely ridiculous. There's no, like, just straight on. That stinks. Dry and starchy. Well, that's where you get some awesome pasta sauce. Like a nice meat sauce, or like a creamy sauce, or like, I don't know, a tomato sauce. Oh! A little bit of sprinkled cheese on there. Oh! Right? It's pretty good. I hope you're doing well today, though. It's been a little while since I chatted with you. Oh! Thanks. Thanks a lot. That's such an awesome sound thing. It's so funny. It's like a quick and easy, like, I don't know, and it gets the point across. What? Oh, come on. You haven't tried, like, I'm sure there's got to be, like, a sauce that you still got to try that's going to really, you know, make you want to enjoy more pasta. Or maybe it's not the fun shapes you have. Like, maybe there's a certain shape of pasta you haven't had yet that's, like, you know, really good. Like, you know, like, for example, some people might not like chicken nuggets, but if they're shaped like dinosaurs, oh, that could be, like, the thing that really makes them want to eat some more. Or french fries that are not, like straight french fries. It could be, like, smiley face fries or something. You never know. All right, let's hope this detour, this GPS doesn't ruin the detour thing I'm looking for. Let's see. Meatballs are fine by them. Meatballs are pretty hype though, I must say. You can't really make a... I guess you could make a wrong meatball, but like most of the time meatballs are, you know, super awesome. Can't really go wrong with those for the most part. It absorbs the sauce very well. Well, yeah, I guess it depends on the type of options. Garlic. Ooh, that's true. I don't think this mod does include newer civilian vehicles. I just wanted the mod to include like more current like ads, or you know, not ads, but like companies and stuff. So if I make this turn here, am I not going to be able to? I'm not going to be able to make it to the side there, aren't I? I'm just going to be yeah. This sucks. What am I supposed to do? Ah, forget it. Can I just? I'm going to go through here. Watch this. I'm going to get in big trouble. Watch this. Out of the way. Out of the way. Oh, wait a minute. Am I not getting in trouble for making it over? What? I didn't get in trouble for bypassing the blocked off zone? That's awesome. I was saying, there's no way. There's absolutely no way they're going to have me go all the way back to where I was before. That's actually really hype now. I guess I'll have to use that strat next time. Just like, not in real life, of course, but just in this game. Like, avoid the, you know, the detour by just not doing it. As long as there's room for me to do that. That's so funny. Flashing lights coming up front. What's going on here? I can't do anything in this game. Is this another detour? Bro. Alright, well, let's see if I can... Look at this guy. He just went right through! Oh, it's a blocked off thing! I can't move! Alright, well, that's a bit of an issue, and this truck is going to get in my way. Oh, what am I going to do? They're in the way. Oh, no. Oh, now I'm really stuck. Truck, you gotta move it, buddy. I gotta get out of here. Bro, how am I supposed to... I can't... Shoot. Come on, he went right through. Can I go right through? No, it's gonna hit it. Shoot. That's absolutely ridiculous, but... Oh. How am I supposed to do this? Alright, I'm gonna have to just, like, turn this way, right? And then just, like... It's like, why is this a thing? Okay, I gotta turn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No. This stinks. No, not that way. Don't turn that way. This is so annoying. There's gotta be a way to, like, I'm sure you can, like, remove this stuff. I know it's, like, kind of cool to, like, have, like, certain detours be in the way, but this is ridiculous. Hold on. Let me see if I can just change that. I don't really know if it's really necessary. Game preferences. Let's see. Maybe there's like a way to remove detours. Because like alright, detours. Good. You are gonna... What? Hold on. How do I just... Can I just... Oh, like that. I see. Hey! There we go. Random road events. Okay, that should be fine. No! I have no idea what else Wait, road events. No. Those can be, like, here, I guess. This is what I'm looking for. Shoot. I absolutely... Alright, hopefully I didn't ruin anything else. Show cutscenes. Okay. Everything else should be fine. Is the detour... It's still here. Oh, shoot! I was turning the wrong way this whole time. I thought I was backing out this way. This is really bad. Hey, that's a good point though. Garlic bread is really good. Garlic bread's awesome. What do you think about that? You don't even own a microwave? Really? What? Wait, truck, don't, no, truck, I've got to get out of here. Truck, please, you see, I'm trying to back out of this thing. This truck's like, nah, I'm just gonna get in your way. Yeah, okay. See, I had more space before, but this truck decided, no, I'm not gonna. You don't have the counter space. Oh, I see. If I just did a huge, like... forget that truck. Yeah. That's what you get, truck, for trying to... Alright, we can get out of here at least now. I had to pay $900, though. And I can't go left. I can't go up there, apparently. What the heck? And now this guy's backing up into me. Okay, so I can't go right out of here. Apparently I'm just not allowed to go down that way. And these guys are just going to go, but there's no way. Where do I go? This is ridiculous. I can't leave because the thing's blocked, and I can't go out of there because the traffic's in the way. Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to have to go... I have no idea now where I got... This is ridiculous. Time to go backwards into the traffic. This is not fair. I don't know what to do. Because I can't go anywhere. Because, like, see, on the left, it's like, it's blocked. I can't go there. Oh, we're going backwards on the train. Oh, this is so scary. Okay. Hopefully there's no traffic in my way this time. And there's traffic coming on the side. I don't know what to do. Okay. We'll just keep chilling until we see traffic come our way. Imagine just trying to like drive your car and then you just see a huge like semi coming up. All right, wrong way violation. $500. Yeah. Well, what am I supposed to do? You let me no choice. Okay. Oh, shoot. Alright. Okay. I am a great driver. It's not my fault that they have absolutely ridiculous roadblocks and then what are they called? Like police cars and stuff that like people can go through except for me. Like, hello? Anyways, 4 hours, 10 minutes. Bro, this game, how late am I going to have this delivered by? This was a huge delay, and I still don't know if I'm on the right side, like the right way or not. Luckily, I'm not in the wrong anymore, but that was absolutely ridiculous. Oh, okay. He could have just waited for me, but whatever. Okay, now we're good. I had to pay $1,400 over 2 fines that were not my fault. Before I forget, let's see what I missed in chat. Because I was panicking over stupid decisions that I had to make that were not fair. Yep, great driver. Well, alright, well, the last part could have been my fault, but don't worry about that. Absolutely insane. Anyways, let's see what we got here. I left for a minute, Mild. How'd you get into this predicament? Well, I just wanted to avoid the the traffic detour, but I did that, and then I got stuck in the position you saw me in. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Okay. And then mainly vegetables for you. Okay. Ow!
I love you, kitchen gun!
I love you, kitchen gun. Yeah, yeah. That was quite the funny. Why can't I? Hold on. I'm trying to click something. Where is this? Oh, is it over here? There we go. Oh, I wasn't in auto mod. That's the problem. That makes sense now. Okay. All right. I was just trying to like look at the view was off, so I needed to like fix that. I see what I did wrong. I was in the wrong area, so that could be a problem. I gotta move this stuff around. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Just like I had to fix my alignment because I'm trying to make a. Oh, I gotta tell you this by the way. I don't think I've told you guys. I've got to do. I have this like dual fun setup. It's really cool. It's really awesome. All right, so I didn't realize that you can do this, but it's really cool. So I'll do it as I'm driving again. Also, vegetables on the side of protein sounds very good. But no pasta? Whatever. What kind of vegetables are you a fan of the most? Because most vegetables are kind of, I guess they're okay, but you know. Like a nice salad's pretty good, I suppose. But yeah, anyways, I found a really cool way to, oh my gosh! Thank you, let me just, yeah, I'm just gonna do this, thanks. So, I'm a great driver. So I was trying to find a way to, I was messing around with my computer because I wanted to find, it was like a command button I was trying to click, but I accidentally clicked the Windows key and an arrow key, and I was clicked on it to a window, and it was really cool. What I did was I clicked on, like say for example, you click on your Twitch window right now watching the ever so awesome Mr. Mild Water. Well, it's really cool because if you hold the Windows key and like an arrow key, it like switches where your window is placed. So you could have like two windows open on like one monitor, which is really cool. I didn't know that was a thing. So now I did that with this, where I have like discussion topics on my Discord, like private Discord server, on my left side of my left monitor, and I have the Twitch chat on the right side of my left monitor. So it's like really cool. It's like I have a way to now do that. It's like for all this time I've been using computers since I was like, you know, a wee little lad, and it's so cool now. I have multiple different ways to see, like I have so many different options now to view my tabs and like my windows. It's really cool. So in case you guys were wondering how to make your, like, say you have a laptop and want to make like a dual monitor setup, you can do Windows key and then like an arrow key. That's so cool. That's absolutely awesome. You especially hate spaghetti? What? I mean, I'm glad to be on. Normally with my food preferences, I'm like in the minority. So I'm glad I'm not in that this time. I'm glad that I have opinions that resonate with most of the folks this time. It's a decent change of pace right now. This is interesting because I like pasta, and especially spaghetti, because it's kind of like premium ramen noodles to me, at least. That's how I view it. But no, okay. Italians would be seething. Yeah. Don't let them read this, you know. Oh yeah, pesto could be interesting, you know. My guess is, like, no matter what it is, it's probably not going to be to your liking, though. But let's see. You said broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and zucchini. Zucchini is pretty solid, I must say. But broccoli, Brussels sprouts, I don't know. I will say, good for you, though. Eating your vegetables will make you very strong. I'm certainly... I'll eat my vegetables, but normally I have a preference on what I eat, because most vegetables aren't really that tasty. Like broccoli, to me, I never really liked, especially with like, well, especially dry, but like having other like types of like condiments or sauces, or whatever, don't really do it for me. However, I learned that like I guess you can cook it a certain way. So like my parents one time cooked it, um, like in the oven, and then like I had like some cheese like stuff, like a cheese sauce with it, and it was really good. I don't know if that's really the healthiest thing in the world though, but like it was really tasty. So I suppose it's like the way you make it. I guess could depend on like how good it can be. But both of these vehicles passing me, am I that slow? Any way you make it, that's interesting. See, like I don't know if that's like something I am jealous about or not because like say I don't know because I like myself a good pasta and everything, but like to be able to enjoy vegetables like that is pretty cool too because I'm sure you're like quite healthy considering you like vegetables a lot. Um, but like I don't know I don't want to pass up on my pasta though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a good would you rather. Like would you rather enjoy pasta and like vegetables or hate vegetables and like pasta because like you're giving up like a tasty food that I would like, but you're gaining a food that you might like that's healthy. You said no to ramen. No, are you kidding me? Especially ramen though. It's like it's flavorful with like the packets and stuff. Oh man, even with like fun products inside it too. There's vegetables in ramen cups sometimes. That's too bad. And now you're getting the Japanese mad. Yeah, yeah. Uh oh. Carbonara is awesome, by the way, too. I'm like reading the stuff on here. Oh man, it's a really nice would you rather on that regard. Vegetables and meat and get those noodles away from me. That's oh man. Oh, not even instant ramen, like actual ramen. I don't think I've actually had actual ramen. I've only had like the instant ramen stuff, but I'm sure the actual stuff is probably good too. Usually, the actual stuff is better than like the quick and easy stuff. Dang, this is interesting. So let's see here. So, do you think pepperoni is spicy? I'm trying to think if there's like if we're on similar footing with some other foods. Ramen is expensive, yeah, probably, but it's worth it. Yeah, that's good. It's- I was actually gonna go with a friend of mine to like a ramen restaurant at some point, but she and I couldn't find like a proper like time frame to meet. So I think we just kind of scrapped the idea, but it was like a cool idea. I was looking at it, I'm like, this looks pretty tasty, like. But it's like weird to like I've never been to a place like that before, like an actual ramen like shop, but it could have been pretty cool to check out. Pepperoni isn't spicy in this. What? So, I thought someone with a unique palate would be more enticed to the notion that pepperoni is spicy. But seeing as you've stated that statement, I suppose, um, you know, I suppose you might not think that. Okay, well, that's fine then. I will always believe pepperoni is spicy unless my taste buds develop differently, like adapt to spiciness like that or something. I don't know. Looks like I'm not going on this lane. I'm going to get out this way. Good. This policeman. Okay, I almost sped right in front of him. It does not ever take. I was hoping with this situation, considering that they don't like uh, I guess noodles and like pasta and stuff that maybe Unknown Ranger would have you know joined me with the pepperoni take, but I guess not. That's alright though. That tells me how low your spice tolerance is though. Well, you're right, but I don't know. I'm built different, all right. But To be fair, it's spicy stuff. Who likes to eat spicy stuff? It like hurts your tongue. I never understood why people like that stuff. It just feels like it's more work to deal with. Like you don't get to enjoy like the flavors of foods. You just have to deal with like your tongue being in pain, and I don't like that. Oh, ice. Okay, that sounds good. You live for spicy. Oh, you and I have like the most like drastic food preferences ever. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, hey, I respect it. Honestly, I respect differing opinions. But like, bruh, is there anything we have in common with food at all? Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, I got it. This is the ultimate one. All right. Do you prefer water that is room temperature to drink? Now, before you answer, let me tell you, cold water is way too cold because it can give you like a brain freeze. You drink so much, you can't drink enough. You can't drink as much as you want because it gets too cold. Like your mouth is just frozen basically because of how cold it is. So, but then hot water. Who drinks hot water? You know. So room temperature, mild water. What do you think? What do you think? Now this one, I'm sure you'll agree with here that you think mild water is better than everything else. Although considering that your first name in your username is Ice, I'm a little scared, but we'll see. No, I don't think salt is spicy. Yeah, making fun of him for being a Yankee who doesn't even use spices in his cooking. All his food is probably bland. It's not too bad. Like, there's a hint of pepper in, like, some foods, maybe. It's so funny, though. Chilled water? No, that's too cold, too. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Wait, you grow Carolina Reapers? I thought you were just, like... Okay, I misread it. I was like, oh, yeah, and then I see, like, You grow Carolina Reapers? No way. That's crazy. That stuff isn't it the world's spiciest pepper? I know some of my buddies like years ago did that because it was like a little trend to try like the world's hottest pepper. That's absolutely insane. So like how do you even like make a Carolina Reaper grow? Like do you have to have like gloves so that you don't get like the spiciness in your eye or anything? Like how do you even like prepare that? That's crazy. Oh. And you prefer ice water in your water bottle. That's not good. I mean, hey, it's better than hot water to drink. But like, are you kidding me? There's nothing that we have in common with food. That's crazy. Do you not like soda? Please say you don't like soda. I absolutely hate soda because it's too fizzy and stuff. Are you at least not a soda drinker? Sometimes it's too hot here and the water's warm, so I like cool. Okay, well, all right. So you have a bit of an exception there, Mark. You have an exception. I made some art. If you didn't see it too, oh, let's see. Let me take a look at the artwork you've got. It's always unique to see what you've got. Also, nice meme by the way the other day. That was so funny. It was pretty accurate too. Ooh, a little green style. Same based off Fern from Adventure Time. That's cool. Adventure Time was a nice show. My favorite of that like time frame was probably a regular show, but Adventure Time is pretty hype too. My plants currently have peppers on them. Oh my, the poor plants. Oh, I've been dealing with that spicy, hot, not tasty because it's probably super hot and spicy food. Mild, what do you think of warm soda? What temp is your soda? Oh, yeah, I don't. Yeah, no soda for me. You're probably typing that as I'm like ranting about soda. That's funny. I just grow them as any other plant and put olive oil on my hands to keep from getting pepper hands when I chop them. Oh, okay. So you have like olive oil as like a protection based thing. Okay. Cool. That's really cool. What got you into like growing Carolina Reapers? Is that just something from like your like the family business kind of thing? Like you've just kind of incorporated that from being with family, or was this something you picked up as like a hobby because I'm assuming you're from Carolina, North Carolina, maybe. Is that? Yeah, is Carolina north or south? Like for the Reaper, like pepper. I'm assuming North Carolina. That's where most stuff is, I think. Flavorful. They taste fruity and smoky. But like, how do you even like consume it to enjoy that? You're not gonna. It's gonna be too spicy, or hot. I guess I don't know what the word is for that. That's interesting though. Sometimes you're lazy and just drink soda warm. All right. You just saw the plants in Walmart, so you just decided to make them. That's actually really cool. You did cold water fan art a few days ago. Not gonna show it right now. Oh man, I want to see. Despite it, not being mild, I'm curious what you've got, in store. That's pretty cool. Also, welcome to the stream, Rain. I should have started with that. Thank you for stopping in. How are you today? Also, it's quite interesting that you mentioned. So, all right, the good thing is that you and I both don't like soda ice, but you say it's because it's too sweet. I think you said too sweet. Yeah, that's very interesting. I don't really get to that point where I can tell how sweet it is because it's just too much carbonation. But considering that's not, I guess it's nice to say that we both share something. We both don't like soda. Despite it being for different reasons, I say that's a win. That's a win in my book. We have finally something that we have in common. So there's no way someone's going to have, completely different food opinion. I am the food king. I know all about food, and I have all the right opinions, of course, totally. Man, that's really interesting, though. It's like almost everything is just not not what I do. That's interesting stuff. You say peppers are a fruit? Okay. It's a good question. I didn't really know. When you think about it, I guess it would be a fruit. I usually just determine how juicy something is. If it's like really juicy, I'm like, yeah, it's probably a fruit. But I think you also have to look at the seeds. If they have seeds in them, they're fruits. So like that's why tomato is a fruit, even though it's like on salads all the time. Now you can sneak it into fruit salads for a legitimate reason. That's absolutely crazy. If it's like a sweet pepper, maybe that would make sense. But if it's like a hot pepper in a fruit salad, that's so funny. We do a little bit of tomfoolery. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I know. Yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, I should probably bring that up. All right, folks. Let's. That's so funny, actually. That we do have time, so if we don't like bring it up like soon, I can probably just like bring it up later. That's so funny though. That you're right. We haven't even talked about the actual stream title. I usually just try to put like a big general, like at least I'm gonna try to do that more often. Is like have a general like question to like share with chat. So like that would be like the big question in the beginning of like a title thing. That's hilarious though. To me, anything with seeds in them is fruit. I agree. Yeah, anything with seeds I consider to be a fruit. We are almost at our destination now. 1:24 a.m. I don't know what time we're supposed to make it to our destination, but we're gonna make it eventually. Okay, I'm sorry. We're still going straight. Squash and pumpkin is also fruits. That's cool. Yeah, pumpkins are pretty chill. I know they say you can like bake pumpkin seeds and it's apparently like a nice snack. I've never had it before, but it sounds like pretty cool. I forget that pumpkins are like an actual like fruit because it's like I usually just use them as like a decoration, but like for Halloween and stuff. But like tomato pumpkin pie and stuff. Yeah, pumpkin muffins. I'm getting hungry again. Technically, melons are squash too. Really? Oh wow. Ah, wow. That's next level squash hating by Mark over here. I'm not the biggest fan of squash either, but I don't know if I go that far. But hey, to each their own. That's funny though. So I'm really low on gas. I could just head over to this gas station now, but I might just. I could probably do that real quick. I haven't gotten like a notification saying like, hey, hurry up before the delivery is too late. So let's give it a try. I'm gonna zoom right in there real quick. Luckily there's a lot of space, so I'm just gonna quickly, yep. Oh. Opinion on tea. And of course he loves squash, yeah. This is tea is not my thing. Despite it being like very water based, I don't think that it's my thing. What just happened? I got like I think I just got a ticket for something. Let's go. I heard like the noise, like I got a ticket for something in this game. I don't know what that was, or if you guys could even hear it. But yeah, I don't know about tea. It's not really my thing, unless it's like iced tea with like lemon in it, like lemonade iced tea. Like I only like tea if it's iced tea, but if it has like a specific flavor infused with it, I guess if that makes sense. I wish I liked tea more though. Tea seems like it'd be very nice to have, but it's doesn't really do it for me that much. It is not the better mild. No. Regular room temperature water is the way I go. That stuff, you know, it ain't all that. It's cool to try out different like things in tea though. Like even though I might not be the biggest fan, it's nice to try different flavors, different things to add like honey inside it or something. See, hot tea would be kind of tough, right? Because like you can burn your mouth with it. I like having very minimal effort with my drinks. It's like, you know, immediately straight up and serve, you know. Alright, here we go. We've made it to our first destination of the night. It only caused us a little bit of sadness and sorrow. Alright, we are here. You don't like sugar in your tea? I take it you have a very healthy food, like habit, I guess, because you're not big on sugar. You like vegetables and a lot of other natural like things like tea. Like that's cool. You know, you're not a fan of soda. Like that's a pretty cool like food like habit you have. That's interesting. It's just like so. It's like different though than what I can expect. We made 28 big ones. Few company offers. First, we've got to upgrade. I don't know. Let's see here. We'll do that one. Okay, what other jobs? What jobs do these guys have? This is a 21-hour trip. We're only an hour and a half in the stream. 18 hours, 12 hours, 23. That's not bad. Pretty much just going back where we were before, though. 6 hours for 11,000. Do I know where this is? Let's see. Alright, let's try. I'm curious now. Should I go to the one that's 23,000 or should I go to the one that's... Yeah, I'll go to this one. I'll take the job. You don't drink it much, but you do like coffee? Okay. Cargo's been loaded. Huge, guys. I'm going to make a big turn here. That's interesting, actually. Okay, so... But since coffee has caffeine in it, you're not, like, hooked on drinking coffee at all? Maybe it's because you don't drink too much of it that you can get away with not being hooked on caffeine, but... I'm curious about that. You drink coffee black? With no flavoring? Just, like, straight... That's... Wow. You have the most unique food preferences, I would say. Because I myself, I have, you know, my food preferences and everything, but, like, drinking straight black coffee? Wow, that's brave. Very brave. I wish I knew how to use my high beam headlights in this game. I have no idea. I gotta find out, though. You don't drink too much coffee, though? Oh, but you seem excited about the black coffee as well. So is that the same for you as well? Let me see if I'm missing anything here. I don't know why people like coffee. And my guess is just because it helps them wake up in the morning. Maybe people have a better, like, after smelling coffee for so long, maybe they like the taste of it too. Because, like, I like the smell of coffee. I just don't like tasting it. It doesn't taste good. Harambe turned into a robot? What did I miss? When was this? I've had coffee in months. Mainly drink tea, to be honest. That's fair. Cold water makes you wake up quicker. I mean, there are benefits to cold water, don't get me wrong, but, I think on a more generally, the mild water is the way I go. Never thought about that, waking up to having cold water. But my goal is to try to not be hooked on anything, so whether it's something more extreme like vaping or something, or more like natural, well, not natural, but like more common like coffee, I try to like make sure, like, because coffee can really help you wake up in the morning. And I know there's times I just don't want to get out of bed, but like if I were to have coffee, like maybe that helps make the day, go by a bit better if that were the case. Because who knows? Maybe it's a way to maybe having coffee can help with like the early morning activities you have to get done. Like I wonder if it would have helped me with my grades, maybe a bit better. But just knowing I would have to rely on drinking coffee every single day for the rest of my life seems a little bit scary to me. Even if it does help, I feel like it would be a little bit too much. And it also would cost a bit of money too, I'd say, Oh, also, how's the stream quality, by the way? I keep looking over. It seems like sometimes the frames are a little bit glitchy, I say, sometimes. I could be wrong, but like let me know if it's a little bit off and I can try to, make some changes if it's not looking good. And that's true as well, Ninja. I know with a lot of coffee, especially like the people I know, they have to put like cream and sugar and other things in there just to make it taste okay. That's another thing. Black coffee. Like I've tried iced coffee. I've tried regular coffee. I think. I've also tried I think I had it black once and it was absolutely foul because it's so like strong, It's, but I know there are people who like that. I did like a research survey thing in last semester for college, where me and a team went out and surveyed a bunch of people about their coffee preferences, and so most people didn't have their coffee preferences black, but like there was like a good amount that did, and I'm like, that's crazy. No cream, no sugar, no anything, just nothing. Just the coffee, which is like, I guess if they can do it, that's cool. I think there is like a bit of a culture on that too. Like I also did like a research paper on Starbucks, and there was like a big coffee culture based on like just having nothing in their coffee, just like the natural no additions to it. But not my thing. I'm trying to like read as I stream, so I don't like crash, but like also make sure. Hold on, let me just pause real quick. I either like coffee and tea, real bitter or real sweet for tea. Like bubble tea. That's right. Most of the time you can taste the tea, but also. Yeah, that's cool. You can like change it based on how you feel with that. I see what you mean. Sugar makes you grumpy. Oh wow. I've never noticed that with like maybe that is the same with me. Maybe not sugar, but like maybe some other food. But I never really thought about that, how it could affect that. Oh, be right back. All right, sounds good, Ninja. See you soon. Yeah, I never really thought about that with how food makes you, or like ingredients to food might make you feel a certain way. Raining down heavily right now. So you'd like a warm drink or meal. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, kind of like when it snows. I usually get like hot chocolate or something, or just water. But That's what I thought coffee was gonna be like when I first tried it, like a thick, uh, feeling like drink that just happened to have like a coffee flavor to it, you know, like hot chocolate but like coffee. But that was not the case. It felt like water, but like soiled water. I don't know how to explain. It was really weird. Oh, is this guy gonna have to? Ooh, I'm gonna try to get past him here. He'll have to slow down for me. Crashing vehicle offense? He hit me? Oh, come on, that's not fair at all. That's actually really dumb. It's only $900 considering my how much money I'm gonna make on this trip. But that's absolutely ridiculous that that I was just charged $900 for that accident because I think they got away from me a little bit. You know, I don't know the rules on that, but like since they're merging into my lane, so they should be that's their fault, right? Because they were merging onto my lane. I have the right of way. It'd be more courteous if I were to have changed lanes for them, but considering I didn't see them till late, I decided to stick where I was at and actually speed up a little bit so that they could have an easier time moving into my lane. But no, I can't believe that. Unless it's just charging the repairs for the guys like bad driving, but that's probably not the case. That's actually ridiculous. Whatever. I thought the guy was like right next to me. I was like, oh. Oh, popcorn. Popcorn is awesome. Now I don't know. We ran a poll in the Discord a while ago, and we asked like what the. I know we talked about it last stream too, but it was like popcorn or French fries, like for your go-to snack. And most people said French fries. Even myself, I would say. Like popcorn is so awesome. It's actually like a little not healthy, but like it's a lot better for you than a lot of other snacks because I think popcorn is a lot more light. Despite how awesome it tastes, like sometimes even with the flavorings that you might add on there, it could be a very enjoyable experience still. I didn't realize we went to 75 miles per hour. I'm going to change up my speed. Get these trees to where they need to go. I'm the Lorax. I speak for the tree. Well, actually, I don't think it likes when trees are cut up, so I guess the Lorax might not like me. You're actually going to make popcorn? Oh, I'm so jealous, actually. Maybe after the stream I'll make some, too, because I have these, like, 100-calorie bags of, like, kettle corn that I really like. They're very simple to make. They only take, like, 3 minutes. And the kettle corn actually tastes pretty sweet, which is nice. Although I don't know how much sugar is in that one, though. Despite it being sweet, I don't know if it actually has much sugar in there. We'll have to see. Not crazy about hot chocolate, you say? Too sugary? Yeah. I mean, I guess knowing your preferences, you might not like hot chocolate, then that's fair. And I'm assuming you don't like it with, like, whipped cream and, like, marshmallows and stuff. So, that's alright. So what do you have, then, if it's, like, snowing? Like, what is your go-to drink? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure it's... I'm going to guess it's tea. But, if there's something else, I guess let me know, because... or if I'm correct, I guess let me know, too. But, yeah. I suppose hot chocolate's not for everybody, but... It would be tea. Alright, you know. I'm getting the hang of this now, you know, so... That's cool though. Is there like alright, so do you have anything specific on a cold day as opposed to like a normal like Han, do you change up your tea preferences for like hot and cold days? Like for the summertime, do you put different things in your tea for the summer versus like the winter? Or do you keep it generally the same all year round? Nope. Alright, that's fair. All year round, similar tea style, that's fair. I always like having certain like drinks for certain times of the year. Like apple cider in the fall is so awesome, but I'll try to like hold off on other times of the year, mainly because the apples don't taste as good in other times of the year. But like hot chocolate's definitely like Christmassy, like the winter type of drink. But like I can't think of anything for like the spring or summer besides like lemonade. But like you can pretty much have lemonade any time of the year. It's not like anything too crazy, but yeah. Popcorn gets in between my teeth, and French fries are greasy. Yeah. So you are pretty particular with this stuff, then. Okay. So what's like a fun food you like? Because you don't like French fries. You're not a big fan of popcorn. You're not a big fan of like pasta, but like, what's like a fun food you think we'd also like? I think you're right though because of the popcorn situation. Not like I wouldn't turn it down because of that. Like that's just an annoying side effect I'd have with popcorn. But I totally get what you mean by that. Like it does get annoying. Um, but like even I like I'll eat other foods like ribs and that that gets more in my teeth than popcorn and I'm still okay with that. But I think it's all just about preferences too. And French fries, I guess it's true. It does get greasy, but I think the flavor and the fun outmatch the grease, I suppose. But try to go a little faster here. Try to pick up my speed to 75. There we go. Cold chocolate. Let's be like chocolate milk. Because I put with my hot chocolate, I put a lot of I put milk and hot water in my hot chocolate to make it hot and creamy. But nope. Slow it down a little bit. Just have what you feel like. That's fair. How about the tea? What if you were given $1 million, but you, hold on. Do I stay in this? I'm gonna go to the right lane. I think. I don't know where I'm supposed to go here. Okay. But you gotta drink a glass of vinegar. No, no, no. I will work for my money. I will not force myself to drink a bottle of vinegar. The worst stuff ever made. I don't want to be too drastic because sometimes it tastes good, but like it's so bitter. I do not. What? No, you gotta be joshing me. There's no way. There's no way you like vinegar. You could drink a whole. No, 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 no. It's way too bitter. That's crazy. Like I've had it like I've had like the oil and vinegar for like salads. No way, way too strong. I've had like salt and vinegar chips. Terrible, absolutely gross. There's also vinegar in a lot of other foods I've had in the past. Once I taste the hint of it, like it's almost overbearing. Like a little bit is okay, but like any more than that, absolutely ridiculous. I think it is. Well, I don't know how to like. I'm not sure. Maybe it's sour. I guess I'm trying to think of the way, like the word to describe it, but it's just a very unpleasant flavor. No way. You can eat vinegar with fries? That's crazy. I never thought about that, but I'm never gonna try it. I try to be open-minded with this stuff, but I can't try with vinegar. There's no way. Yeah, I have a feeling you're gonna like that chip flavor because of that, but that's so unfortunate. Sour, yeah, okay, sorry. Sour is the word I'm looking for. Thank you. Yeah, that's a better way to describe it. Way too sour. And not like a fun sour, like other candies and stuff. Like, you're not turning, are you? Okay. He doesn't have his directional on, so he's probably not going to be turning. Thank goodness. I get scared when they get close. They're going to hit me or something. I think my favorite chip flavor would be like some sort of basic one like cheese or like I like sour cream and onion and barbecue as well, but they're like more specific. Like I have to be in the mood to have those. So whatever the basic flavor is usually the way I go, but I don't know. What's a pork crackling? Is it like a pork rind or something? Oh, we're up to 75 now. Oh, okay, okay. I've had them before as well, and they're so weird to me because they are pretty hype. They actually taste decent, and they're they're like big chips. I would say it's just so weird to think about when I'm eating it, like what I'm actually consuming, which is funny because I'll eat like a hot dog like it's no problem, but like pork rinds are very filling. Like I only have like a few because then like in a few minutes I'll feel like very full, which is very weird. They're too fatty for you? Sorry, the Automod decided to block fatty because they think it's like a mean thing. Um, that's interesting. I never really... Yeah. Say, like, from my time eating pork rinds, I don't have it too many times to really have an opinion, but I think you're right. Like, from what I've had before, yeah, I would probably say the same for me. Like, I'm trying to think why I don't eat them, and I think that's part of it. Is like they are a bit like gross, um, but they're pretty hype. I guess it's hard to explain. Like if I had to, I'll eat them, but I'd rather go with something a little bit different. And I want to ask you folks as well. Do you have any like recommendations on games that might take like one stream to finish? Because I'm trying to think of games to play alongside my new series here. I've absolutely loved playing American Truck Simulator and just chatting with folks. That's probably gonna be like what I mainly do now is like do that because I think it's so much fun to like get on here and chat along and like have fun conversations and learn things about folks that despite not being adequate food options, it's still cool to know. Or like what do you guys say about other food products and stuff too? It's like pretty nice, but also it's like I don't know, it's just like it's fun to be on here and do that kind of stuff. I love running my mouth, so it's always fun to chat. But also, I want to also keep doing variety streams as well. Like I loved playing FNAF, despite how scary it was, and there was a few other games like Henry Stickmin Collection and like um, the original Portal game. Like those games are super fun. They only took like one stream to finish, and it'd be great to play like alongside a weekend of like this kind of stuff. So if I played this Wednesday and then like played a small like one stream game on like Friday and then played this again on Sunday, it's like a nice series of options I could probably do. So if you have any recommendations on that, anybody, let me know. I'll probably throw out the question again to other folks, throughout the stream if I remember later to mention it, just in case so I can get a bit of a collection going at some point. Because I don't know if it's even like if it's too common to have games like that anyways. I don't know, but like my thought process is if they're out there, I'll try them out because it could be a lot of fun. Eventually, I want to go and try like long running games as well. That might take a few streams because there's always a lot of good ones. Like Epic Games gave out that Fallout New Vegas with the DLC bundle. Like I already had the game, I never played it much, so I talked about it on the stream a few streams ago, and it was really fun to hear about like that as like a potential stream game. But I don't know. I'll see what you guys have here. Popular opinion, you think bacon's okay, but it's greatly overhyped. All right, real quick, I want to talk about that too because I'm first of all I'm very surprised because considering you thought that pork was pretty fatty, I'm surprised you like bacon or pork rinds. I'm surprised you find those to be too fatty, but then bacon you're okay with. But I do understand bacon's a lot like it's very tasty and everything like that too. But I will say you're probably right. I think you're right on that. I think bacon is very overhyped. Despite how good it is, it's hard for me to like say that because bacon is so tasty, but it is overhyped. I remember when I was little, I used to see like bacon stuff everywhere. Even if it's not like actual bacon, it's like, you know, bacon like socks, bacon shirts, bacon cards, bacon dental floss, bacon chewing gum. I don't know, like there'd be so many things that are like bacon-ified, I guess, or like people just chat about bacon. Not like in a, you know, I'm sure in like conversation you bring it up and everything, but like the way it's talked about, like I think it's a bit overhyped. I would say slightly, maybe not like greatly overhyped, but I would say slightly. I want to like pass this truck, but I know I'm like not fast enough. I think I'm picking up enough speed now. I'm gonna overtake him now. I'm going 59, 60. It's a little fast. There we go. And we're going up a little bit of a hill. Welcome back, Ninja. You say it's agreeable. That's good. Bacon toothpaste. Yeah, there's so many like bacon products. You know, I know it's like because it's easy to sell, that kind of stuff, I'm sure. Because people love their bacon, but like it is a little bit ridiculous. You said okay, but not good. Alright, well, I suppose it's fair. It's not the same. Okay and good are different, but I would say okay is leaning on the. I say okay is leaning more towards good than bad, because bad I feel like you wouldn't try it, but okay is like you're close enough that even if it's just okay, you're still willing to try it again, maybe. But I would say you lean more towards like, I guess I don't know, but I would say okay is like, in my opinion, okay is more positive than negative when it comes towards eating something or preferring something. How long would be the stream? I would say at most 4 hours. I'd say 4 hours. Usually like 3 to 4 hours. I'd say would be a stream time. So if you think I could complete a game that would be like maybe 3 to 4 hours long, then like that's the kind of thing I'll be thinking about. It'd also be kind of cool to put that on the list of games completed. Like in the About section, there's like a whole bunch of games we've finished. So in there is a bunch of games that took only like a stream or two. So those are nice. I do have a lot of games when I played, that's for sure. I'm trying to think of ones that might be a little bit easier to get, completed too. But you're right though. Do you have turkey bacon? I don't actually know. Yeah. I don't think I've tried turkey bacon before, so I don't know about that. You said Amanda the Adventurer. Let me write that down. I've never heard of that before, but it sounds nice. Let's see. Adventure. Oh, I see. I'm trying to think of how to spell adventurer for a second. There are plenty of short games. Check it. Oh, let me see. Let me write that down. It. Okay. Thank you very much for the recommendations on that. Because it'd be nice to see like kind of what kind of options might strike my interest, I suppose. Play MGRR. It's like 7 hours though. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Because it could be like a two stream thing maybe. So I'll try to stick more towards like 4 hours, but like 7, that's fine too if it's like really, too many for me to list off reasonably. Yeah. Papers, Please and Doom 1993. Ooh, actually, I have never played Doom 1993 before. I'm sure it'd be hard to like pick up for me as like someone who doesn't play too many old games, but like it'd be kind of cool. Yeah, 3 to 4 hours long will be kind of tough, obviously, to choose from, because I also like to chat in those streams, but I'll try not to be like too talkative in those, so that I can get the game completed, but like try to have good moments in there too to enjoy. I'm actually very curious about that, but for Doom, I'm worried because it's obviously going to be an older title. I don't do too well with older games, but like that one's so like iconic that I just want to give it a shot, even if I don't like it. And it's probably very cheap as well. Like I think on Steam it's usually on a big sale, so I'm gonna see if I can get it on sale soon, and just like try it. Hopefully it actually streams pretty comfortably. I'm worried about that too. We'll see. Y'all like corned beef? I love corned beef. I'd say it's pretty good. Not my favorite thing in the world, but it's pretty solid, I'd say. You hate corned beef? I'm not as surprised with that one. Like even I'm not the biggest fan of it. My parents absolutely love corned beef, but like I think it's just okay. Like I think if you have like a is that the that's the kind of sandwich that goes into like a Reuben sandwich, I think, and those are pretty good. I think it's one of those where like I'd have to be in the mood for it, but if I am, it's very good. But normally it's okay, I'd say. Let's see here. You could also mod it with like up and down mouse controls. Oh, interesting. I know that would take away from like the authentic experience, but like if it makes me have a better time with it, maybe I'd take that option. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, 100% run. Yeah, very short game that would only take a stream or two to do. Oh, yes, yes. No joke, though. I do want to get back. I want to, like, try it again. I'm throwing a lot of game ideas out there, but, like, I do want to try it again because of the hype of Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, it's got to be a good game, you know, but, like, I just don't... You know, last time I just kind of I didn't have the right direction of where I wanted to go and what to do, so I just didn't feel like doing it. But in a stream setting, maybe it's more fun. I tried it like once, and I was like, it's okay. Like, and then it also get me interested in Tears of the Kingdom, but we'll see. You know, Nintendo Squish. It'd be kind of funny, like a squishy Nintendo Switch. It'd be kind of funny. Oh, I would buy one if it was a decent price. They don't sell PC games. Yeah, I mean, I know like it's their thing. They want to have games only on like the consoles they own or they make, so that it's easier to watch this. I'm gonna try to get more gas for today. We'll see how this goes. Oh, good. Okay, this is actually not too bad. There we go. Yeah, I doubt they're ever gonna put PC games of their like I don't think they're ever gonna make PC games or have anything ported to the PC. But I was surprised when they first did like Nintendo Nintendo games on like the phone. Like playing Mario Kart on the phone for the first time was a wacky experience. I think it's still like a fun game. I just never really and I've wanted to. There was like times where I wanted to play Mario Kart on the phone, but usually I'm like I'd be playing it. I'm like, well, why don't I just play what's already on my other consoles? So I just do that usually. Tears of the Kingdom has so much stuff that 100%ing would make 100% Breath of the Wild run look like a reasonable task. Really? That's actually really cool, because I feel like nowadays games aren't like that. Like, I don't think games really involve much extra stuff to do. So it's pretty cool that you can actually do a lot of stuff in Tears of the Kingdom. That's really cool. That's really cool stuff. Oh, and also I wanted to share as well. So I didn't realize, but my 2DS is modded. My good buddy Blue gave it to me for my birthday 2 years ago. I didn't realize the modding capabilities that thing had. So the other day I was able to put games on my 2DS so that I can enjoy them on the go without having to carry all my cartridges, which is really cool. So I'm all excited now because there's so many, like, I can play all my games now on a safe, like, in a safe way too, because the cartridges I have are like they're starting to fade a little bit. Like, it's harder to put them in the slots and having them actually read the cartridges. So it's like really cool right now having like all the games I've wanted to play like just all available on there. So it's mainly DS games, but there is a way to put 3DS games on the 2DS as well, like through the mod. I just have to ask Blue how to do that because he told me how to do the DS ones, and those worked out very nicely. But the 3DS ones, I think they aren't too hard. I just have to like know how to do them again. He helped me with one of them, and it was Animal Crossing for the. It was like Animal Crossing New Leaf, so I'm very excited for that one. That'll be a lot of fun to play on my own. But just so cool now. I have like extra access to fun, so it should be really exciting stuff. Hey, Psychotic, welcome to the stream. How are you today? You came in with a bang. Ah, what's happening, Home Slice? You're so tired. Go to bed. You never sleep. It's always like, oh yeah, I've only slept for like 2 hours, but that's okay because I don't like sleeping. And I'm like, oh, that's great. So many projects due. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, it's the end of the school year for you folks, right? Because I know I got college is finished early, so I think high school is nearing the end. Some guy in my Clash Royale clan was mentioning that he just finished his final exams for the year. And I'm like, oh wow. So I'm curious, like, how much time you and Ninja have left for school. I'm assuming you folks are almost done. You say story time? Oh boy, let's see what you got. Could maybe stream from your 3DS, but I don't know if it requires an extension of some kind. I'll have to see. My brother was able to stream, like, screen share off his phone, and he told me there was a way to do that with other console handhelds. And I'm like, oh, let me check that out. Like, and maybe there's a way I can stream through there. That'd be actually really cool. Because I never knew that was a possibility, but maybe it could be, you know. But oh wow, these guys are all turning. All right, let me try to get in the middle here. That'd be a lot of fun though. Like I have a whole bunch of games on the 2DS I'd love to stream. I don't know how good it would look, but I think it'd be awesome if I could do that because those games don't take too long. I could easily play a few hours of that. Oh yeah, by the way, I now also got to borrow my brother's console. Not console. My brother's DS console. I guess console. DS console. Pokemon games. So now I have a copy of Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Heart Gold, and I would love to play those soon. I don't know which one you want me to try first though, but I have those two. They're on the 2DS, and I would love to stream them for you guys. I just don't know how that would work. I'll have to learn, but like, if you folks are interested in that, it'd be so much fun. I think. Every good Pokemon games on the DS, yeah. And I know you weren't the biggest fan of the one on the Switch, so I'm curious how these would fare on there. Also, to answer your question, digital, physical had its time, but there's little reason for it nowadays. That's unique. That's a very unique point because I'm actually. It's hard. That's another thing I want to ask. You know. For everybody, like, you know, the stream title, what's everybody's opinion on that? Digital or physical? Because I do agree, it's very convenient to have digital games. You just have a whole library of just games you can play. Like I love on Steam right now. I just can look up any game I want. It's right there. It's very easy. And even with like my Switch, like I have games on there that are just in the console. I don't have to like take them out or anything and switch up the cartridges or anything, or risk losing the cartridge or breaking it or whatever. And I just mentioned on the 2DS, it's really cool to have those games on the system instead of having to carry a bunch of cartridges. But without that being said, I still like handheld. I wish there was a way to like keep them, like have an option to have them as well. Because I understand it's a lot of clutter, it's a lot of extra space they take up, it's not convenient at all, but I just like the idea of just owning like a game for myself like that, and like having a collection to be able to actually like have that with me, and if it was possible to have both, it'd be really cool because I'd love to like stack all my game boxes because I feel like a lot of game art is really cool to look at. So I like looking at some of the options. Like sometimes when I open up like a Wii game, it's cool to have like the box, have like the game art, and then you can see the manual inside and like maybe some other promotional stuff. I remember I bought Mario Kart Double Dash on eBay a while ago on the GameCube. It was really cool because the original owner left all the cool things, like all the cool inserts in the box. So it was really cool to see like all the fun little like advertisements for like the future games that are now like almost 20 years old. But it's just so cool. It was really nice to see that stuff. And sometimes it's nice too when I look at the games I have physically. I might recognize a game that I didn't think about for a while by looking at the box art and being like, oh yeah, that game, let's play that. Because it like sometimes on Steam I'll like look through all the names, I'm like, whatever. But seeing the actual like box art of it, it might make me feel like, oh yeah, that's a fun game. I haven't, like, it stands out. Let me go play that, you know. However, I totally get it though. Like, it is better to have things digitally, but sometimes the experience of just going out and buying, like, I think personally I would say I like physical copies more, just because of what I said before, but also just like, you know, the experience of going out and buying it at a store and like making conversation with like the cashier and like maybe other people in the store. I know those days aren't really the same anymore, but like some stuff I really like about that. But you're right though. I mean, you make great points. I mean, I feel like it's a win-win compared, like, depending on how you look at it, because I see more benefits for both sides than I see problems. Especially if there's a way you can do like a format that does both, like having, like I bought Wreckfest on, it's like a physical copy for the PC I got from like Walmart. It has a disc option in the box, but there's also like a Steam code, so I could just play it on Steam without having to like take out the box all the time, which is like I think the ideal way to do it. Because yeah, it might take up room, but you know I like, and like it might not be the most efficient thing ever, but like I like that, you know, having options like that is really cool. But I've been talking for a while now. Let me see what you guys are saying. I use digital for music too. I just buy music from Bandcamp or Amazon and download the tracks played locally. Now that makes sense to me, because I'm not as immersed in like music as much. So like, the music I like, I'd rather just have it digitally, because I don't really need like a whole album or something. I don't need like the whole, like, a physical version of it, you know. But I think that's a fair point. And I will read, Sekak, I'll read your story time very soon. I think after my rambling, I feel like you might have finished the story, so I can probably say it all once I wrap up this. So you say digital, Mark, but for music I go physical, like a CD, because I don't trust Spotify. Ooh, okay. I just prefer the hassle of not worrying, like, digitally. I don't have much of a hassle having to like collect all the CDs and stuff. So I prefer digitally. I suppose you could consider like my iPod Shuffle to be digital, so I think it's very convenient that way, for me at least. But I could see having a bunch of CDs, and it's easier to handle like what you want to listen to at that time. And Spotify, I don't like that idea of Spotify. Like, you have to pay a subscription service. You do get like every single song you want, but it is nice to know like you don't have to pay every month for something, especially when the rates change all the time. Any chance to not pay for a subscription service is like the way I go. But I think once I have a steady income, I might switch to Spotify now that even though I'm saying it this all, you know. Physical is for collection and safekeeping, also saves on storage, and digital is for convenience and game sharing. Yeah. So having a combination would be really nice. The Beatles don't have Bandcamp, so I have to buy them. Oh, I see. Have CDs and like rip them on a. Yeah, I see. That's unfortunate. All right, let's see your story time here. I'll read it for you guys in case you haven't listened to it yet. We're all be on the same page here. You say, okay, so me and my friend and this dude were doing an English project, right? And it was due today, right? So you have to present. My friend thought it would be haha funny to say she forgot the project. Dude walks out the door, finds the teacher. I kid you not, OMG, I just got a call. My mom got in a car accident. I have to go. She tells him it was a joke, right? Keep in mind, he didn't even stick around to hear the full sentence before walking out. He heard I forgot and dashed out of there. And after saying she was joking, he still walked out. So anyways, fast forward to like an hour ago, home now, and I get a message from the dude. Hey, I still get credit for the project, right? Now my friend being wonderful and nice, though he wasn't joking about the car crash and was all like, yeah, of course, full credit. Now being awesome and cool was not having it, and I told him I took his name off out of the final project and good luck passing the class. Dang! So now me and my friend are arguing about if he should get credit for our final project or not. I feel like he should, though. Oh, you say shouldn't. Okay, I was gonna say I'm a little confused about. So you think he shouldn't get it then? He barely helped with the project. Miles, what do you think? Let's see. You say a 9-page project. We gave him 2 pages to do. He turned in 1 page this morning. Luckily enough, me and my friend pulled through. Literally turned it in at 8:20 a.m. this morning. It was due at 9:30 a.m. for class, bro. You say speak to your teacher about the situation. That's a good point. I would say in this situation, it's probably best to. I think you definitely have to get the teacher involved. I hope your teacher is willing to take time to talk about this with you folks, because I think this involves more than just you two, or I guess you three in this situation. You can't speak to her though? Oh jeez, okay. Ain't no snitch. Oh well, I was gonna say, because you wanna understand this whole situation, because if he didn't put in much of the work, then I think that you should let the teacher know, like say, hey, because like, are you and the person, the dude who didn't do the work, are you guys like close? Are you guys tight? Are you guys like friends? Because if you're not, then like, what's the problem? You know, if he wants to lie and skip, that's whatever. But like, he didn't even apologize. So I'm curious, why not bring it up with the teacher then? Because if you have the opportunity to do so, I'd say go for it. It might be like, you might think, oh, it's a snitch thing. But, me and my friend are friends. The dude ain't my friend. But it's her friend. Oh, I see. So I see that could be a problem, because you don't want to be upset with your friend. That makes things a bit more tricky. I was going to say, because if it's some guy you don't know, and he's not pulling in the work, then it's like, yeah, I bring it up to the teacher, explain the situation, and ask what they think after explaining, like, oh yeah, this dude has done literally almost nothing. That's tough. This is one of the things I hate about group projects, is because you always have a problem with. There's usually something that goes wrong with like the project in some sort. Like someone doesn't pull enough weight. You think still you talk to the teacher, Ice. I think I wish there was like a third, like another person to talk to. Like if you had like a counselor or something you could refer to, but you probably don't have enough time to talk to them about that as well. Because I think that, let me drive as I chat with this, because let me reread some things here so I don't forget what, like, some crucial details. Do today. Alright, hold on. So I'm a little so the guy walked out because your friend was about to say something about how like um as a joke like forgot the project, so he walks out. Anyways, fast forward. So the guy just left. Was this like during the presentation? Or like I mean before the presentation? Seems like he didn't do enough of the work. That's annoying too, Mark, having to do all the work. Like it's nice to know that you're gonna put the like you're gonna do a good job because like you got you know what you did and that you know it might be a good thing or not. But it is annoying though, considering that like you have to do all the work. That's really annoying stuff. Um, like I got my 88%. I'm cool with that. But should he get it too for not being there for the presentation? Like 20% of that grade alone was just presentation, and he didn't even show up for the presentation at all. He left before the presentation. Yeah, he did very little. See, that's good for you though, Mark. 75% done. The only problem is, yeah, it's due tomorrow, and you still have a little ways to go. So, yeah, I think he should be graded for what he did, and if that's not doing much at all, then I think he needs to get some sort of punishment for that, like whether it's just a grade punishment or like, because like the final grade is like pretty bad, like an 88's awesome and everything, but like it's really bad that he didn't do much work. Like, here's my thought process with that, because I think it's tough because the dude is, he's gonna need this grade to pass the class, and I'm sure he was there the whole semester, the whole year, or however long the class took. But also, if he knows that this is a very important grade and he wants to get a good grade, then he should have been pulling his weight the entire presentation and the entire project. Like, to not show up to the presentation is a huge red flag, because if he's already there, was there a reason why he left, or was it just because he thought that you guys were joking and he just dipped? Because if there's a reason, a legit reason, then like I would say then like that's that's whatever. I guess you can't really control that. But like if he just straight up dipped, then that's really bad, and that should be a big problem. Oh, he lied to the teacher and dipped. That's a huge problem. That's a huge problem because it suffers your grade too. Like you're trying to get a good grade in this class. This dude dips like that, doesn't do his portion of the grade that much for the paper, and jeopardizes your overall grade. So my thing I'm worried about is that for him, I'm sure it's a big grade he wants to do well on, otherwise he might not pass the class. But if he knows this, then why does he not get the work done that's necessary to get a good grade? So it seems to me he doesn't care about the grade, he just wants to pass and get through it all. I'm not saying he didn't put in some work, but it was bad. Like, I can't point out what he helped in. Okay. Because sometimes, if it's just that, then I could see how it's like, okay, it's annoying, but like they put in enough effort where they should be getting they should be getting a grade counted, because it's, I would say having, let me see if I can find a good spot. This is not too bad, 7 hour or 12 hour. It's a 10 hour. Have I not been in this area before? No, I have. I'll take this job. All right, car's been loaded. Let's get out of here. How am I supposed to... It's a bit complicated, obviously, because if the guy just didn't do... let me back up, actually. I want to just back out here. Because if the dude just, like, only did like, he did like a little bit of work, but still like tried and everything, then like you can't really, as much as annoying as it is, you can't really, you know, penalize him too harshly because he did contribute. But like, considering he just dipped on the presentation and had a poor performance with like his work anyways, then I think that constitutes him, you know, being penalized in some way. It's because he didn't give us his piece of the project till this morning. Me and my friend read it and it was bad, so we shoved together. See, so that's annoying. You have to go out of your way to do all that work, you know? Like we already had the works cited, Emily. See, now if there was a problem, so even if it was a bad like thing, if he sent it to you with a bit more time so you guys could work on it together, then I could see that being like, whatever, that's fine, I guess. It's annoying, but it's fine. But like, considering he gave it to you so late, that's a big problem, I'd say. Because you had to go through all that work for this dude. That's really annoying. And he didn't show up for the presentation. And the work he did wasn't that good, and he was pretty late, like even though the deadline was, that morning, considering how he had to scramble to try to make it better with no time really much to fix it. That's a problem. I think it's tough because obviously excluding him from the final project grade will just pretty much fail him, I'm gonna guess. But this is something I don't care. Well, I do care, obviously, but like, you shouldn't have to worry about what your friend thinks about this guy, because it's tough, obviously, because I'm sure you want to keep yourself in good standing with your friend. But you're right, Ice. I mean, the dude failed himself, and your friend should know that this is not right. And if she wants to keep you as a friend, she should understand that your priorities are important too. Like, your priorities are just as important as this dude's, because if you're both friends with her, your friend, then she should understand both situations. This guy does not seem like a team player. He doesn't seem like a good friend either. I mean, he left your friend under the bus too, trying to get this work done, so like, that doesn't seem too good. I don't think that this dude really cares much about you guys, as the team, because it didn't seem like he really wanted to get much of his work done. It seems like a lazy attempt to get things out of the way. But considering the damage he's done to the team and the amount of work you guys had to go through, like, your friend must know now how much work you had to do to try to salvage this issue. You and her did this together to try to salvage this guy's issues. And so I think it's best to talk to the teacher. I'm not saying remove him from the project, but definitely bring the teacher involved. I don't care if it makes you a snitch. You should understand that you should also rely on yourself as well, because your priorities, your interests are just as important as everybody else's, and because you've had so much stress and you had a lot of problems involved with this dude, you should feel comfortable talking about that with your teacher. And again, it's not like you're, maybe you talk to your professor or teacher, and they say, hey, I understand your situation, let's work something out. Even if it's not like cutting him off the team, maybe there's something that they can do together, like you guys can do, that like maybe he'll get some points back, maybe he'll have to do, I don't know, something. I'm not, you'll have to see what the teacher says, but I would definitely recommend you talk to your teacher about this, because I understand you don't want to like have problems with your friend, but like, if she can't see that you're frustrated about the lack of work this other guy's been doing, and if she doesn't seem to, I don't know, she should respect your opinions and your frustrations, and if she doesn't, then I think that's a problem. I can understand she might be upset that you might feel this way, but I hope she doesn't like break off anything because of how you feel with this, because at the end of the day, I mean, again, you guys did so much work trying to salvage this whole issue. So Oh, I see something here. Let me just double check here. You say talk to your friend, go to the teacher. That's fair too, because maybe you and your friend could work it out. Maybe, you know. Like I get if something happens and you can't be there. That's yeah for sure. But there's ways around that, and he's given me nothing. Yeah, because he could have just let you know in advance you can't make it if he's sick. He could have tried to maybe work more on the paper instead of the presentation, because if he can't be at the presentation, maybe he can do more of the writing. Even if it isn't that good, maybe he can try to do something. You know, he could, you know, if it's a serious thing, he could try to let you guys know or apologize and try to make something of the situation. It's not going to be properly resolved if you don't involve the teacher. I agree with that for sure. Is the project already done, or is there still more work? Let's see, it's not that. Project's done, we presented and turned it in. I see. So it seems like there's not much you can do anymore. I mean, I assume this was probably stuff you could have done earlier, like talking to the professor and stuff, but like, then again, still, like, if, you know, there might be something you can still do. It's not that I can't talk to the teacher, it's that she's a word I can't say, but it's very, you know, rhymes with itch. And I also don't feel like this dude deserves a bunch of stuff before finals week 2. That's tough. And she would 100% send him to the dean and dock our grade for dragging us out. Why would she give you guys problems? Right, a ransom. Nope. Blackmail works too. Just she probably said that's so annoying. Then why would she? That's annoying. So you just have a bad teacher too. That really stinks. I'm telling you, she just sucks. I don't disagree. I'm sure that there's a lot of, you know, not good teachers, and, you know, or good teachers that just are not great people, you know, like they might be smart and be able to teach properly, but maybe just aren't easy to talk to for things like this, which is not fair. You know, I wish teachers were able to be more accommodating to the problems that students might have, because it ultimately would help the teacher if more students come to them for questions or concerns like this, because, you know, you guys care about your grade. But I think Yikes sums it up very well. I would say, considering all this, you might just have to let it go then. Like seriously consider what I mentioned earlier, because I do think you have a case to talk about. But if the teacher's bad, your teammate's bad, and the only, like, nothing can, like, the project's already been submitted, then I don't think you have anything else you can really do. Unfortunate as it is a lesson to learn that group projects are really unfair, and they could involve a lot of problems like this. We're supposed to go 55, and we're not going anything close to that right now. I might just have to make a turn here. I kind of had a thing like this last semester, and it just made the dude give me $50. Hey, if you can make money off it, I mean, you know, I'm not saying you should do that, but, you know, compensation, you know, sometimes, you know, it could be helpful. It's more mutual, I see. Yeah, I hate group work as well, especially if it's like, oh shoot, I just realized I can just, yeah, you can just turn this way. I'm gonna do this as well. Didn't realize you could do that till now. Alright, what was it? Yeah, I hate group work as well. I think it's really annoying that you have people you have to rely on that don't put in the work. I've had moments, I've had teams where they've been really good. I've been fortunate enough, and those are awesome. When you have a group that actually does the work together effectively, that's awesome stuff. And unfortunately, like, I've seen groups where it's like they all know each other for like a few years, and they just work together because they're in the same class, and you can just choose your team. I'm very jealous because I never really had that with my teams. But, like, if it's just a bunch of friends, like, that's going to be awesome. Like, if you guys know what you guys can do well together, it's going to be awesome. But, you know, unfortunately, that was perfect timing. The lines just turned a double yellow. That's awesome. But, yeah, group work is really annoying at times. I think that, you know, unless you have a good team, which is really rare, I think that teachers need to understand that things like this can be very unfair. So you need to learn to find a way to like kind of, you know, make sure that those who put in the work get adequate grades. Because I'm sure you could have gotten a higher grade if your teammate actually put in work, you know, maybe get an A on the assignment instead of like an 88, which is still very good. I'm glad you got an 88 out of it. But like in my classes now, some of the teachers have you sign like a contract with your team. The contract, essentially you make up the contract with your team. Everybody signs it. It lays out the expectations and guidelines, and sometimes there's penalties and punishments if things aren't like if you go against what the contract states. So that's something that I think is very helpful too. So because there's punishments too. Like you could like, you know, if you don't abide by the rules, you know, you could get kicked out by a vote by the team or something. And there's also like performance grades at the end of the semester too. So like my professor for my class recently had us evaluate our teammates, and so you give them a grade from like 1 to 100, 100 being the best, and a little like summary of like what you thought about their experience. And so I've had some people I gave high grades, others I didn't give very high grades because they were pretty much like the guy you're mentioning right now. It's like, luckily I was able to give a grade, and it was like an average of all the teammates. So if I gave the guy like a 70 and everybody else gave him like an 80 or like a 75, then it would just be the average of that is like his grade on like, you know, that, you know, performance evaluation. So I really like those because it kind of gives an idea of like how everybody did. But, you know, it doesn't amount to like too much, but, you know, it does at least show that like who's doing enough work and who's getting credit for that kind of work, I suppose. I'm not gonna lie, our math teacher, Goofy, like this month, mate, was all strict at the beginning of the class. Like legit, he shouted in class because like half the class was like 20 minutes late, which is fair, yeah. I mean, shouting's a little bit rough, but like it might have to be done to kind of get these people to be there on 20 minutes late. Wait, hold on, 20 minutes? It's like half the class. They thought there wasn't any class today. Okay, then. Still, I mean, they just don't show up for half the class. Because project week in the week. Oh, I see. But later on, the mood was lightened, and the whole class is laughing because she was making a joke. What? It's interesting. I think you should include him, even though he doesn't deserve it, just so no drama happens. I agree. At the end of the day, that's probably the best move, Ninja, is probably just to do that. But, oh, and I see that, yeah, I agree with that too, Ice. The future, make everyone document what they did and include that. So, try to combine both of those in the future. Like, I mean, I guess more currently for Ninja. Like, yeah, just let the guy go through. Just don't have any drama with your friend. It's what's done is pretty much done. I don't really think you can do anything about it now. I understand how frustrated you are. Group projects are really annoying, so unfortunately that must have been the situation here. But then yeah, in the future, make sure everybody documents their work so that you can, and also keep a note to yourself as well, like what you did and what everybody else did. Just like a small little like jot down, like, you know, kind of stuff. So you have like a log of what you can say, and talk to like a teacher who's chill, if you have one next time, and do it early so that they can be aware of the situation. Math teachers are wacky, I agree. Like literally, yeah, it would feel bad if the dude has a lot of stuff to get done. Even if it's justifiable, I do agree. It's kind of it's a tough move, but he set himself up for that stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if I was the kid and I didn't put that much work in the project. Oh, all you have to do is snack and doodle. Yeah, well, hey, as long as you get the work done, like that's fine. Even if it's nothing you really need, you know. I let you put you know for every answer on the test. Oh, come on, really? That's crazy. I'm assuming you got a rough grade on that then. It's pretty funny, but you know, I'm sure he was pretty upset at that though. Hey, if you don't need the class, I still think it's important to make sure that you know, still get, you know, credit for the class, but I mean, it is kind of funny what you did there. 2 out of an 87. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, real quick. You got a 2.29% in that homework. That's crazy. Or I mean, a test, right? A test? Dang. Well. Hopefully the doodles were pretty good. But oh shoot! There we go. Oh, I didn't realize you can merge this way. Dang it. Your school has 2 lunches? Okay. Ooh, 2 lunches for school? That sounds awesome, actually. 2 lunches, dang. So you can have, like, 2. Oh, that's interesting. So you have, like, 2. How would you get, like, work done? You've got 2 classes of just lunch? If, like, your breakfast and your second breakfast? Or, like... That's interesting. Also, before I forget, I also want to mention real quick, in the future for these streams, I was thinking about this. I don't think I mentioned it to you guys yet, so I want to share it real quick as well. Sometime, obviously, you know, I feel like we're going to have a lot of fresh things to talk about, like fresh content. Pretty much like, you know, fresh discussions and topics every time we stream, American Truck Simulator type stuff. But I also wanted to share that, in the future, in case you might think this might get repetitive or something, I'm going to periodically have a special guest on stream to chat with as well, to you guys and me and whatnot. So I'll try to find some folks. I already have some people lined up that might want to show up for a stream in the future, but it could be a lot of fun to keep conversation flowing and, you know, have a little bit of a change of pace sometimes. So I wanted to share that. What we're going to do is that, like, they're going to be called, like, the hitchhiker, you know. So if I'm a truck driver and I'm driving along the road and I know I have a guest coming up on stream that wants to talk with me on stream, I could be like, oh, you know, looks like we got a hitchhiker on the road. Let's park this vehicle. And I'd park the vehicle, and then I'd, like, you know, have them join me, you know, on the in the truck per se to chat with me. So kind of add to the conversation a little bit. So they'd be like my hitchhiking, you know, buddy for the day, you know, in a sense. Kind of keep the theme going a little bit in the truck driving game. So I suppose that's the kind of, you know, that's like a future thing I wanted to share. So pretty much guys like Blue Mouse, and I'm also going to try to have movable cash on the stream as well. And I want to get Pigeon on at some point in the future, but I know he's got a lot going on right now with, like, his house right now. So I'm going to try to get some more folks in the future as well. But there's some ideas I was sharing that I wanted to share. And you said, let's see here. I also, now that I like to read, like, the funny stories and everything, like, all together. So it looks like Ice has, I'm going to get started on the story here. So you say, funny story. So when I was in 9th grade, we had a class succession plot in my science class. Half the class wasn't paying attention during one of our weekly visits to do it. So my teacher, awesome as she was, gave the class a pop quiz, but only told us who were paying attention the question. The question was, write or draw anything. That's awesome. It's a great way to get. Wait, so did you write something or did you draw something? I'm curious what you ended up doing. But that's so funny actually because um, it definitely helps with paying attention. Um, I'm sure they were a lot more focused once they found out that they failed the pop quiz. Um, that's so funny actually because um, yeah, it's that's gonna be a great way. I never had that in my classes, but I did have pop quizzes. They were never fun, but like to keep people interested in like listening in, even though like for me science is not my thing, but like I would still be engaged, especially if I knew that like every once in a while there could be a pop quiz like that coming out. Like that's so funny. They were probably so yeah, I'm sure they were so confused. Like what's going on here? Like when they see papers being passed up to the front, it's like oh like what? I drew a Yu-Gi-Oh called I drew a Yu-Gi-Oh card called Black Tyranno. You can bypass. Oh, sweet. That's awesome. Yu-Gi-Oh. That's awesome stuff. I know I saw another thing in here earlier. Let me see. Oh yeah, the two lunches. All right, so sometimes he'll switch what lunch we get, so we have time to do the test. Not like two separate groups, but you get first lunch or second. Oh, I was gonna say that's a lot of food. Eat two different lunches, but I see. You could be like the first group who might be going earlier, or the second. I see. Um, you may hate that because I like to sit with my friend. Yeah, that's true. That seems like it'd be kind of annoying, especially if you have a certain like routine. Like, what if you had second lunch, like all throughout the year, and they switch it to like first lunch? Your body's gonna be like, um, not hungry enough to eat it because you're waiting an extra hour or whatever the however long the period is, for your lunch, or like vice versa. You eat first lunch and then you wait to second lunch. So like you gotta wait like a little bit longer, make you a little bit more hungry if it's a routine like that. That's unfortunate. He gets so mad when I put my name in Scribble on my test like 2.5 seconds in. Oh, then you walk out and then you go to. Oh, that's funny. Let's go eat food. Yeah, I'm sure you're probably the one student he hates the most, considering your antics. I didn't realize it was the same. It was the same teacher too. That's gotta be. He probably hates you. I just realized as well. During the course of this stream, I lost a follower. This is so sad. I don't know what happened. Maybe they didn't like my conversations, but imagine Truck Simulator multiplayer. That'd be so awesome. There is like an online mode to this game. I don't know how that really works though. Just the art of the card. That's cool. Did he pay closer attention in the future? That's good. Hopefully the pop quiz wasn't too much of a grade because like, you know, I think it's a good lesson, but hopefully it wasn't like a big grade. Um, but if it definitely serves the purpose to get them more focused now, that's nice. For a second there, I'm like, what are you guys saying all and rip for? I'm like, oh yeah, I just mentioned I lost the follower. But yeah, yeah, I think it's that's fine. I mean, it happens all the time, but it's like, yeah, it's like, unfortunate, it just happens to be, but um, yeah, it's tough though because I never know like what like might make someone unfollow. I'm assuming for the most part it's just that they kind of moved on or just kind of forgot and like, you know, maybe they haven't been on in a while. Maybe I don't know. That's always my guess. Is that usually it's just I assume hopefully it's just that they like moved on and like are interested in different things. But who knows? Could be a multitude of things. But I always try to find ways to like try to, keep people interested. I guess if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how well to do it, but I know you can never like people will come and go all the time, but that's why I always appreciate when folks stick around for a while. It makes it very fun to like chat with them because like I start to know more about them, and they start to understand my antics. And it's always fun. I always like to meet new people and chat, so and I like make new friends in a sense, which is cool. So I know it was like one person who stopped by this like when I started doing these streams, like the American Truck Simulator stuff. One time that was very cool. I was very surprised. Like someone followed me from here. Like that's cool. I don't know how big this game is for people to watch, but it's pretty cool. Just goof around with all my friends since I get to see them then on those days. Oh, that's cool. Oh, interesting. So I guess with that routine, you might not have to worry about like having like your body being like hungry at a certain time of the day because you'll just alternate. I guess that's cool. Well, that's good. I'm glad it wasn't worth much for the grade. That's nice because like I think it's a good lesson, but I don't want that to be a big deterrent on like their academic standing. Because like say someone was like super tired and was out of it for the first part of the class, and then that happened. It's like, oh, it's kind of unfortunate, but I ain't never unfollowing this VIP and sound effect would be a waste. Yeah, well, like, I'm so happy, that sticking around here. I appreciate that, and I'm happy you also like that stuff too, the VIP and the sound stuff. That's very good stuff. I need to actually add some new VIPs, by the way. I forget to do that. But hold on, let me just write it down before I forget. There we go. I forget to do that because it's like, I'll just be chilling, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I forget to do that. So in the future, I think I have like 2 VIPs I'm gonna add. But yeah, I'm glad you're sticking around though. That's awesome stuff. Because you never know, I guess, with this, one thing I also wanted to share too is that like, I when I started in 2020, everybody was like home because of COVID, and that everybody was like in lockdown, so they had a lot of time to themselves. So a lot of people either picked up streaming, or just wanted to, or they just wanted to just watch streamers or something. So I started before COVID really. I don't think it started at the time. I think it was like March, and I started in October of 2020. So like I think it was like a few months before COVID really hit, I think. But by that time it was interesting because like it was my first experience on Twitch, and it's like it was great because I got to meet so many new folks. Like I met a lot of viewers, but I also met a lot of streamers, and I had a nice community of folks I got to know a lot more. But then COVID, pretty much stopped. I mean, it's still around, but like, no pandemic anymore, no lockdowns. So people moved on with their lives, and so I know a lot of folks I used to know don't stream anymore. So it's been difficult for me to try to meet new people because, I like, viewers just, they obviously, the natural progression of streaming on Twitch, I'll meet people through there, like you guys. But also it's like, for streamers though, it's been tough because I don't think I've been able to meet many folks who stick around, because I've made some good friends from streaming, like both viewers but also like streamers, and I always used to like to chat with them about like certain things they liked about streaming, and I've just realized recently that like a lot of people I know aren't really around anymore. Like they've either just like stopped streaming or just like kind of left altogether, and it's like it's a little sad. It's like I wanted to, it's like I had a sense of like a community with them, and I try to incorporate that with streams and stuff too. But like, it's been tough trying to meet new people because, not everybody. I think it's like I don't know if it's as many people who are streaming nowadays as there were back then, but also like, I don't know how to explain. I don't know. I think I just I don't know. I gotta think differently, I guess, and trying to meet new folks because I think I've learned a lot from other streamers too, and I want to like incorporate that with streams. Try to have like more improved content and stuff. So I guess we'll have to see what happens, but just got like stuff off my mind. I guess that I wanted to share. That's like I don't really know. Besides like the pandemic ending, I don't know what happened to have like so many streamers like kind of wrap up. They say like it takes like it's like the average for a small streamer is like 2 years before they like drop their streams, and considering we've passed 2 years, I suppose is probably what happened. But I don't know. It's like it's still like it's so much fun to keep streaming, but it's always nice to have like other streamers to kind of you know see grow alongside the channel too. So it's like not having that element's been a little bit weird recently, I guess, is what I wanted to say, if that makes sense. Maybe it's that they don't like drinking room temperature water. That could be it too, but Speaking of which, actually, let me get some water now. I forget that I have a big water bottle waiting for me to sip, so I'll be right back. Excuse me. Also, I realized with my rambling, I missed a whole bunch of chat. My apologies. I just eat when I wanna. Be chowing down in class. Hey, if you're allowed to eat during class, it's cool, as long as it's not like something that's too messy. Otherwise, it'd be annoying to have to like write notes and stuff. My friend came in through with some Juicy Juice. That's awesome. Juicy Juice was my favorite juice back when I was younger. That stuff was awesome. I'm not gonna lie. This month, let's see. You've been eating a lot of food. That's why you're full. I see. Ew. I mean, you don't have to get that specific, Mark. But I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you're growing. A lot of nutrients in the food you're eating, I'm sure. Yeah, that's another thing I noticed too. When I was during COVID, at least for me, maybe not this month, but like during COVID for me, I realized I was gaining a bit of extra pounds because I wasn't moving as much, but I was still eating the same I was normally doing. So it was interesting looking at older photos versus now. I'm like, gotta lose a bit of weight now, Files channel saves up enough points for a custom sound alert to be put in. Leaves. Yeah. See, that was my thing where I wanted to. Hold on, let me get a little extra water. Sorry. I'm in the middle of my point and I just need water. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I think that's a good point. The funny with the custom sound alert. The reason I make it so expensive is because I assume those who have that many channel points are probably willing to stick around for a long time. So if you get to that much, you're probably going to be here for a while anyways. So that's why you get such a cool, customized, item, I guess. Either that or your belly's actually empty. Yeah, maybe. Charged lemonade at Panera, you say? Drink some of that? Oh, is that so? I heard, isn't it? I thought coffee makes you, want to, go, I think, as well. And olive oil, I think. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think Starbucks came out with an olive oil coffee thing, and it made people really go to the bathroom because it really, mess with their insides a bit, which is really weird that people would try that stuff. You don't think we have that, but Google says drink milk. That could be it too, maybe, some milk. This is good to know too, because though I might not be in that situation that I might need to, know that, like, need to know that stuff right now. Like, maybe down the road I might need to. So, kind of cool to learn. Drinking milk or charged lemonade at Panera. That's cool. We have 4 hours left on this trip. This is cool. Like, it just seems like it goes by so fast, just like chatting. It's interesting how like fast this is going. There's also ways to make like really long truck trips, like more than what we normally have in this thing. But the meter, like I have like there's like a scale to show like how like long you want it to be, and so actually I'll wait for that. I'm not gonna turn that way yet. Overloaded with caffeine, you'd be so stimulated, hyped up too. Yeah, it seems a bit too strong. I am curious what it like would taste like. I'm assuming it's just lemonade, but like makes you feel more jittery potentially. You'd be shaking and pooping. Yeah, maybe. Bridget and Ace are the only ones I really know you've met from streaming and made friends with. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Actually, I should have. I'm curious. Actually, yeah. So those are the only people you might have known. And Ace, I think, is only. I don't think he's a streamer. He was just a viewer. So. Unless I'm getting it wrong, but I think it was just a viewer. So it might just be Pigeon then for that you might know, which is interesting because I know for a long time there were a few other folks I used to stream with. Like there's an Australian streamer I used to know, Toxicity. He was awesome. I see him once in a while. I'll say hi and stuff, but I don't know if he's still streaming anymore. But he used to do like a lot of Minecraft and like other stuff. I was in a podcast episode with him on YouTube. I think it's still over there. It was kind of nice. It was back when I had like maybe half the followers I had, so that was kind of interesting. But I was on one of his podcast episodes, and it was kind of fun. I got to know a bit more about him that way too. Then my man Jay Helly, he was awesome. I think he bought like a billboard to like advertise his Twitch on like the side of the road on a highway in Texas. It was awesome. It was a really nice poster. But he and I played Rocket League a little bit on streams in the past. I'm trying to think of some other folks off the top of my head. There's a whole list I have on my private Discord. Jerry. You might know Jerry from streaming. He goes now by a different name, but when he was streaming, it was like just his name was just Jerry. Now it's Nikki Bambushka. So if you recognize that name, that's Jerry. So, and I was really lucky when I met him. That's what I mean too. Like he was probably one of my most favorite people ever that I met. Like for streamers, because he was so nice and so friendly. Like I only did was say hi. Like, hey, I met you from Twitter. How are you? And he's it was so like it was so awesome. Like it was really cool like talking to him because it was like immediately like we kind of hit it off. It was great. I think it was playing Phasmophobia. I think it was so funny because like you'd be like chatting with me and then like immediately start screaming and I'm like oh, or it was either that or Dead by Daylight. I don't remember which one. But even now it's like I don't think he streams. He's on and off, but like it's always fun though to like watch his streams when he does it. And when I ran my own podcast on YouTube, he was the one like my first and last guest on there. If I ever open up a podcast again, it'd be kind of fun to do more of that. But Oh, but also CGF is also a streamer friend that I met through as a streamer. She was playing Clash of Clans, and I stopped by her stream, and then we hit it off pretty nicely a few months later, which was pretty cool. So a few folks you might recognize, maybe you might not have thought of, but that's what I mean, though. It's like so many great people. It was awesome. I had such a blast, but like I haven't really met anybody in a while. Any new streamers or whatnot. It's great to that I'm like I'm very happy about I feel very fortunate having you guys here with me. Oh, look at this! Speaking of which, from earlier, Jerry, thank you so much for the sub. Let's go! 27 months. I know. We were just talking about you. I was mentioning that like I feel like I'm running out of like streamer friends that I've gotten to know over the years. But like you're one of the only ones left that I still chat with almost not on a daily basis because I know we're very busy, but like on a frequent basis, maybe like a few times a week or so potentially. And it's really cool that you're still here because I was telling the chat like we hit off very well the first time we met, and also it's like I haven't really had any interaction kind of as great as that ever since. I don't know if I ever since. I'm trying to think of when I met the other folks, but like, it's been very rare to find fun folks like you. So it's like kind of those thing where like I used to know so many streamers back in the day, and then they all kind of like drifted off or whatever. But I'm so thankful you're still here because you're so much fun to talk to, and like I know there's a bunch like. I don't know. I'm hoping I can find other folks to meet as well because I would love to like build the community with streamers involved too. But like, I don't know. Sorry, I'm really late on the chat. Let me see. Where I want to stream, but I feel like it would be the end. It wouldn't end well for you. Come on, give it a try. It'd be fun. You seem to have a lot of personality through these chats. I'm sure it'd be awesome to replicate that on stream. Especially since school's almost over, like give it a try, it'd be great, I'll try to get my community to jump over. And if any of you guys want to stream, like let me know. I just burped. I'll give you like the full rundown of like tips and tricks I know, and I'll try to get my you guys to join whoever wants to stream like their stuff. I'll try to get that going. That's right, Jerry. That's right. Jerry's also a big Kesha fan, if you didn't notice already. No wonder Knight doesn't stream anymore, first off. Oh, and then for Psychotic, he need more games than Minecraft, yeah. That's unfortunate. I didn't realize, I thought maybe I was missing Knight's streams, maybe. But so he doesn't stream anymore, Ninja? You're all talk, no think, and words just start flying out of my mouth. It's not okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It takes practice too, I will say, though, too. Usually 8 in the classes that allowed it when I was in high school. I'm in the same boat. I would always have something with me during those times. Or, if lunch was close enough, I just wait till then. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. It looks like I'm really late on... Oh, Ninja's back. Okay, good. I was going to say, I saw your message saying, gotta go, see you next stream, and then the time for the stream. Yep. So, I will let you know about that. It would probably be this upcoming weekend, maybe like Sunday, I'm going to guess. But, we'll talk more about that later, though, for sure. You say you should consider... Mark will, consider probably cook some lunch. Okay, cool. Yeah, I would say, definitely get that going. Let me know what you start cooking, though. I'm curious. Since my college is strictly online, my professors couldn't care less whether I eat while studying. That's good. That's really good, actually. What are you studying again for college? I don't know if I asked you that before. But that's really cool, being able to do it online. Don't drink olive oil. That's going to be gross. What if you're given $1 million? No, I would not drink a gallon of cooking oil. I feel like I wouldn't live. Trust me, you don't want to do that? Yeah. I don't think it would be a good idea. I don't know if I can answer that one question you have about olive oil. Oh, you're heading to bed? Okay. Thank you very much, Jerry, for stopping in, and I really appreciate your appreciation. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping in. Back for another 40 minutes. That's huge. Lazy. Tell him to get his butt back to streaming. It'll be fun. It's another thing too. Meeting him was great too because we had a lot of fun when we played Smash Bros. I don't think we played Fall Guys though, but I know we played that Smash Bros. Stream. That was so much fun. And stopping into his streams where he had to eat only cake on in Minecraft. That was fun. You cannot be fine. Like, things will get bored so fast. Ask Ninja about how our game nights. Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. I feel like people tend to think less of themselves than it actually is, you know? So I think you might be in the same boat there. Because if you think it's going to be fun, I think it'd be a lot of fun. You know, and I guess you don't really have to, there's like no rush to do it either. I mean, like, you could just keep thinking about it until you think it's time. But I'm sure it'd be fine. Like, you know, even myself, I just really just think of whatever I think to say, and I just say it. I try to make it make sense, obviously, but I tend to think out loud a bit too when I stream. But I think it'd be fun. It definitely takes practice, though. Like, my first few streams, I have them saved on another account I can't get into right now on YouTube, which stinks. It's like privated stuff, though, so I can't like whip it out. But I'm a little bit disappointed. I want to see those again. It's like my first few streams ever, I decided to keep, and especially the first one where an actual viewer came in to say hi. I was like, oh my goodness, you know. I tried to comment. I was like so nervous. I was like, oh, please don't leave, you know, like, please don't leave. But it was so much fun because it's cool to see the growth, because obviously, you know, I was a little nervous back then, and I was shy about like talking more about myself, but things have definitely changed at that time. But you know, even if you were to start streaming Psychotic, like, you might not even need to, like, you might not want to like tell anybody at first if you're like really uncomfortable with it, and just like practice as you stream. And then when you're ready, just be like, hey, by the way, I've been streaming, like, you know, you can't see my VODs because I deleted them, but, like, you know, now I have practice, and now I'm ready to stream, you know, I don't know, like, something like that. But again, though, no timetable, really, so, like, you know, you could stream now, or you could wait till, like, you're 80, you know, like, I'm sure you'll be, you know, ready whenever. Okay, so I'll hit to the right side here. Only 2 hours to go on this drive, huge. It's taking forever to get to the right lane. Oh, here we go. Interesting. It like ends in this way. Okay. It's so hard to see. I feel like there's no like lights. I know I need to put the high beams on, but like, I don't know. I don't think there's a button on the controller for that. Computer science is awesome. It's gotta be a little bit tricky, but like, you know, I'm sure. Seems like a little tough to learn, but I'm sure you've got this. If it's like your passion, I'm sure it's gonna go naturally for you. That's awesome stuff. Oh, and almost an accident up front here. So how are you not distracted? Hey, buddy, you didn't put your directional on, bub. There you go. I'll try to honk at him a little bit to move up a little bit. So yeah, Ice, how are you not like distracted doing classes online? Because I know when I was in COVID, I had to do the online classes, and I felt very distracted. That was like some of my most unproductive semesters. I only had 2 semesters where I was like that, but I'm curious how you overcome that, because I'm sure like the classroom is like your room, so you probably have a lot of things to distract you with. So I'm curious, like, how you overcome that, I guess, if that makes sense. I'm only going 35. This is ridiculous. I have my foot on the gas, and it ain't going. Alright, now we're picking up speed a little bit, I think. We're getting there, I guess. Alright. This is so weird. I'm, like, going 26, and I'm passing these guys. Why are we going so slow? Is there something I'm not noticing in this game? An alternate personality to stream with. There we go. You get canceled so fast. Oh, come on. Hey, just saying though. You know, there's always an audience out there. You know, even if it is cancelable stuff. But I don't know. Some people like that, I guess. What do you mean, well? I've been chatting with you since like I don't know how long it's been, and you haven't said anything that's like too cancelable. I don't think. So I'm sure it'd be fine. It's self-paced. We are just given the work at the start of the week and turn it in at the end. Oh wow, okay. Now is it like a buddy of mine goes to college and it's like he has one class every month he has to do, and then he like passes the class, so it's like condensed. But for you, is it like an all year thing, or do you have traditional semesters? Because this method of getting work done, maybe it's more, you know, more for like a year long thing since you can manage it differently. I don't know how to explain that better, but I think you might know what I mean there. I guess I'll go back to the right lane here. You have semesters? Okay, that's good. It's nice to have that time off to do like personal projects, whatever you want to do during that time away from school. So that's nice too. Isn't an air fryer just an oven? I I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, the way it's cooked might be a little bit different, maybe, but it does like pretty much the same job. It cooks the food, just different style. But you have a point. Someone said to me a while ago, "Is the ocean just a big soup?" And I'm like, wait a minute, because it's kind of right. I mean, it's got a bunch of different like foods in there, but it's not the same. But it did bring a lot of thought involved, so. Set on the bus ride. Uh-oh. I'm curious. Well, I don't want to pry it from you, but, like, what? Curious what you said on the bus ride. That's funny, though. No recordings. Just okay. I'm really curious what you said now. Yeah, goofy soup. That's for sure, Mark. Ew! That's why you thought it was salty? Ew! To be fair, I don't really know. That's a dumb question. Well, I don't know if it's dumb for me to not know this, but like, I don't know why it is salty. I mean, there's salt in it, obviously, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how this just is a thing. That's pretty funny, though. You thought that. This is a weird turn, so I'm gonna have to go down here. Okay. And I just stick to this side. Oh, the destination's right there. That's huge. This is a roundabout. Hurry up! Move! Absolutely ridiculous. They didn't move at all. Okay. Is this guy not moving? I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna leave. Oh, now you move. Now you move. Well, forget it, bub. Oh, you're going now. Oh, you want to go now. Oh, that's great. I don't... And this car is about to hit me. Bro. Some of this ain't my fault, by the way. I'm just saying right now. Some of this is not my fault. I just missed the turn, by the way. Just gonna keep in the loop-de-loop. I'm just saying, some of the car AI here is really bad. I'm just saying, that was not my fault. I'm getting dizzy now. Alright. Car just took a ton, or a truck just took a ton of damage. That's true. They do go in the ocean, but like, imagine that all the salt in the ocean that's always in the water that like you touch is, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Probably gonna be a lot of like, but all that salt is a result of urination action. Like, come on, that's so gross to think about. But like, it makes I mean, it makes sense, but like, you know what I mean? All right, we'll chill here. All right. We got yelled at by a teacher for laughing the entire 6-hour ride back. He was so upset. Just me and my one friend. Well, I don't think it's a. I don't know. I mean, laughing on a bus shouldn't be a big issue. Like, I don't know. I don't know why your teacher was too upset about it. For them to excrete the salt, they have to ingest it somehow. That's fair. There we go. I almost made the whole trip without crashing. To be fair, it was not my fault, but it happened, so. Alright, here we go. This is a cool little area. I would actually kind of want to live here. I love the idea of like a smaller town that has a lot of stuff to do. Like, look at all this stuff on the left. There's probably a ton of things to do in here. It's like big enough where there's like stuff to do, but small enough where it still feels like a close knit environment, I guess. Like that's exactly what I want in the future. Like, I would want a modern house in a like suburban small type town that has enough to do to keep you occupied. Oh, I forgot, it's a stop sign, not a stoplight. That's funny. It's like cool. It's like a small town with like a lot of things to do. Like, look at all this stuff. Because like a city, it's like I feel like there's a lot of like, it's gross. There's people who are not happy there. A lot of crime probably, and no one's happy. I don't know. There's things to do, but it's crowded. You know, like I'd prefer it to be a little bit more. I don't know, smaller, slower, I guess. And now we shall enter the location. This is a very different spot. I'm kind of glad though. Wait a minute, what? Where do I? This is the place? That's not even like a parking spot. Okay, hold on. How am I supposed to? I thought I'd have to do this just to get into this place. I'm just on a plank, on a board. This is weird. Alright. I'm gonna hurry. Skip. Thank goodness. I should probably practice that later, but. Hey, level 17. Huge. There we go. I have $230,000 in the bank. I could buy myself a new truck. That'd be kind of cool. Try it out on stream. Let me see real quick. Oh, it was 1 a.m. Oh, I didn't realize it was 1 a.m. when you guys were laughing and stuff. Okay, that made make more sense then. While he was upset, I'm like, oh, just kids on a bus laughing on the way home to a trip. Like, that makes sense, I guess. This thing was trying to sleep and everyone else was asleep. Okay, so, yeah. Cackling. I suppose if it's really loud, I guess I could see that then, but... That sounds like quite the moment there. To be fair, it's dangerous for drivers to let students be too loud and rowdy. I do agree with that, though, that's for sure. You know, like, it's gotta be a nice mix because you can't expect students to be like quiet like during the entire bus ride, but like I do think it would be kind of rude to have like, I mean not rude, excuse me. Like I think it'd be kind of dangerous if people are a little too loud. You know, there has to be a little bit of like in between. Yeah, imagine like trying to hear like like a police siren or something like that, or an ambulance. Like it'd be kind of hard. That's nice. You guys clean the bus for him. That's nice. Interesting. I feel like I'm like the opposite when I like with my like with the teachers I know and everything. I try to be very. I try to be very. What's the word I'm looking for? I try like I was like the student that would like never misbehave or never like act out or anything. I would always try to be like, you know, to the book. I guess I wouldn't go out of my way to like correct anybody, for not like behaving or anything either. So I just kind of like did my own thing. But it just seems interesting. Like I would be so like I would be like so nervous if I, happen to cause my teacher to be upset at me or something. But like I suppose you could take humor out of that too, depending on a student, I guess. Let's see, how far are these trips? This one's 17-hour, 18-hour, 3 hours. Wow, that's like right down the street. This one's like 3 hours as well. I'm gonna do this one. Be just enough. We have cargo is to be loaded. Loading area. How far? Oh my gosh. All the way back there. Wait a minute. Is that the corner? There we go. We're getting there. Oh, come on. Off a little bit. That's fine. Oh, shoot. I hate turning like this. Oh wait, I gotta do like that. No, I don't. What? There. There we go. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, alright, sounds good. See you later. There we go. Loading the cargo. Took about an hour, it looks like. Not bad. Cargo is loaded. Alright, cool. Gonna disturb the people who are... Yeah, that's true. See, I would be, like, one of those people who would be like, yeah, I want my sleep. I take sleep very, like, not seriously, but I do try to, like... if I'm asleep, I want no distractions. I want to be able to just kind of, enjoy sleeping. Not have any cackling going on, Especially, I'm sure, like, I don't know, teaching seems like a tough job because you've got, especially, like, for a field trip or something like that, like, gotta deal with all these rowdy kids and also have to... Especially when you have to like sleep like that seems kind of tough. Hey, bud, I'm driving here. Like he just ran into the middle of the road. Hey, he sees me moving, like whatever. Oh, have you folks you guys know about the app called Be Real? I never understood that, but it's like an app. It's been very popular on my college campus and a few other areas, where apparently I think you're supposed to take a photo every day of like something that's going on in your life, and you try to be, in a sense, like real. You gotta be like, kind of show what's going on in your real life. No edits or whatever. Like it's just immediate, like what's going on in your life, and you can see like everybody else's like Be Real stuff and see how like everybody else is doing today. It's kind of a cool idea, but like I never really understood the interest of that kind of thing. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it before either. But it's supposed to be like a trendy, up and coming social media, but I don't think it's gonna catch on as much as people think it is. Although I just give you like a description of like the very bare minimum, so I'm sure someone with more enthusiasm could try to, change it a little bit, I guess. Not change it, but try to like word it in a better way than I did. Talking and laughing is one thing, but you got to be mindful for what else is going on. I do agree. I think it's nice to be, you know, at a solid pace in terms of like how loud to be. Because I think even my time in school, like I kind of knew like what was too much and what was enough to say. Sometimes I get over, a little bit carried over, and then then I would be told, oh, I'll be a little quiet. I see. Oats for fried chicken instead of breadcrumbs. That sounds pretty good, actually. Just actually, I gotta go in this lane. Just let me know if it tastes any different. Because if you can't tell the taste, maybe oats is the way to go. Because it's nice to have some sort of breading. Like I know people use cornflakes as breading for their chicken because it's like a way to be healthy but still feel like that sense of crunchiness and stuff. So that's a cool way to do it. I never thought about oats. That's awesome. You say, considering that I never saw the point of standard social media. Oh, I see. So you probably either don't know much about Be Real or just haven't used it at all. I see. So okay, that's interesting. I can kind of get your point, though. I know a few folks that I know don't even use social media. They just don't see the appeal of it. I found a few that I like, but I don't really go beyond. Like I don't get the point of Snapchat. I have it because you can take photos, and if you can keep a streak with somebody. So my brother and one of my best friends, we have a streak now where we've sent each other a snap each day for like over 2,000 days. It's been like 6 years, I think. It's been a long time. We just continue to do it. And it was cool at first, but now it feels like a chore. It's like the only reason I still have the app. And like Instagram, it's like I don't know. Like I have one because I want to keep up to date with everybody else is doing, like how everybody else's lives are going, but it's really not much happens. Like no one really posts that much. Like maybe I'll get like one new post a day to see. You heard about it, just don't care about it. That's fair. I'm kind of in the same boat with that. Like I don't really see the appeal for me, so that's why I don't like it. But I do see the appeal for other social medias. But I know it's like personal preference kind of thing too. Because if you don't need it, I say it's probably best not to use it. Unless you want to follow Mr. Mild Water on the other social media platforms. But no, I'm kidding. But that's like half the reason I have social media right now is because I want to try to keep a presence on like other areas so that I can probably find new people, whether it's streamers or viewers to meet. But yeah, like Twitter's been nice for me because it's like I can keep up to date on like new events that are happening, especially in sports. But it's a very toxic environment though too, which is really unfortunate because I try to keep my mindset in a positive atmosphere, but it's hard when I read up on what's going on in Twitter. Like people have really wacky opinions, and it's not my thing. I just go on there to make quick posts and funny memes and stuff, and try to connect with others, but not necessarily the way I go. Snapchat streaks sound horrible, considering I don't use those platforms. That's true, yeah. The idea was pretty cool at first, because you'd be like, oh man, look how many days we've spent, snapping, or saying snaps to each other. Like, that's cool. I'm like, yeah. But now it's been more of a chore. It's like I don't want to break it off because, I think I looked at, like, there was a website the other day, and it showed, like, the most, like, the longest streak right now on Snapchat, like in Snapchat history, and it's like I'm not too far off with my brother or my best friend, so it's like we're like right outside the top 10 in the world. So it's like unless The only thing is, unless anybody else has a Snapchat streak really long, but just hasn't really um, shared it publicly. Like according to the list, I'm like right outside the top 10, which is kind of cool. But like besides that, though, it's like it's not really fun anymore, you know. So that's the only thing, I guess. Um, would you consider YouTube to be a social media? Like it kind of is, but not the same way as others are, because like I feel the same way with like Twitch. It's like it's I guess a social media, right? But it's not really like it's a platform, but it's like I don't really like ooh, a new place discovered. Not really. You say it's like I don't know where to define it then. Like it's like a platform or like a site, I guess maybe. But you can like there's a lot of similar social media things it mimics. Like the YouTube Shorts now are very similar to like Instagram Reels and TikToks, but they're like different. So get down here. Okay, that was weird. I have to like make a quick decision there. It was really scary. Okay, you hate shorts. Uh-oh. So what makes you not like shorts? They're so short. Oh, I see. I don't really have a big problem with them. I do agree. Like, well, before I say anything, let me think about this. I just feel like they serve a different. Well, okay, you don't like them either, and into okay. I I don't have a problem with them. I do think that it's annoying that they're everywhere. I do agree with that. But I don't really have a problem with them because they fit a certain interest of mine. Like, if I want to watch quick videos, like, it's kind of nice to see what pops up into my recommended because now that the algorithm knows what I like, it's kind of cool to see things. Like, for example, for sports, it's nice to watch, instead of watching a 10-minute video on how, John Stockton has the most assists in NBA history, I can watch a YouTube short and kind of hear the highlights and have it be like crafted for like a 1 minute video. So it makes me know enough about what's going on, like how he got there, as opposed to like, having it be too drawn out. I guess it's like more for like a quick access of entertainment or whatever, So I don't think they're too bad. Wish you could filter them out. I mean, I'm sure YouTube will never do that, just because I'm sure they want to like have you intrigued to keep watching, or like get exposed to it so much that you think it's like a normal thing to enjoy. So, and you say remove them entirely. I don't know. I think this is where I disagree. I feel like some of them are bad. They're just there to try to like get quick clicks and quick views, and those who go too close to the algorithm I find to be very unoriginal and boring. But I think they serve a solid purpose for me. I like the quick content it provides. And if I do want more long form videos, I will watch like a full YouTube video. So I like that stuff. I'm trying to see if I can pass this guy. He's like going the same speed I am, and I'm trying to like get a little bit faster. I don't feel like I could sit behind him. Here we go. I think I'm passing him now. A little bit. I guess not. Like, I'm close to this guy, but not like... Okay, there we go. He's gone. I think it's a little weird, though, that social medias are allowed to, like, copy each other's, like ideas. Because, like, Vine originally had the quick, like, 7-second videos. And though I think TikTok's, like, the new Vine... it's longer videos. Like they're a minute long, and I think now they've extended to 10 minutes, but most are like a minute long. So that's their style. They have these like the whole platform is just quick content. But then like Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts came out, which are the same exact thing. Like even the same content creators just copy and paste their stuff on those sites, and it's like it's a little weird. Like it's not really original. It's like the same exact thing, except like, I mean, me as a content creator, when I try to make a TikTok, it's usually just a click or a clip from the channel. It's like the same everything. The same thing goes into each one, but like, oh, another place is covered. Very nice. Um, watch it like trying to make a TikTok or an Instagram reel is like not as fun as like a TikTok, because a TikTok's much easier to make, or like the list of service is like much more better designed for it, I guess. But then also it's like you've got stuff like Snapchat has like their Snapchat stories, where it's like a post you can see that only lasts like 24 hours, so you have to see it then or else you're never going to see it again. But then you also have Instagram has their own stories, and I think they even call it Instagram stories. I think Twitter used to have them, and I believe Facebook used to have them. But I'm like, that seems a bit unfair. You're kind of stealing what what Snapchat had. I don't think that's really fair. So I don't know how that works. Hey, welcome back, welcome back. We're talking social media. These folks don't like YouTube Shorts. They're not my favorite thing in the world, but I do think they have a purpose. I like them, but they're not, like, I'd rather watch a full YouTube video, but that's how I think with it. I hate this light. These lights in the game take forever. It's a red light, but it's like I'm waiting so long. There was one time I was playing this game off stream. Excuse me. I was playing off stream, and it was really weird because we were all trying to merge into one lane, and there was a stoplight, like a stoplight at the like a red light at the end of the one lane. So it took like 5 minutes. I was waiting, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So I like took a closer look. I realized there was a traffic jam because one car wasn't moving and the other one was trying to like nudge in, but didn't want to hit the car, so they just weren't moving, and that meant that no one was moving. Like the light would turn green and no one would move, and I'm like, this stinks. Like, what's going on here? And it was just so like, bruh. And then eventually I had to like scoot myself through, and then like the light wouldn't really change. And then when it did, like it was so much of a traffic jam, it was like ruined. I'm like, this stinks. Like, forget it. Like this ain't worth it all. So I just like abandoned the mission. Like, it's like so annoying. I'd rather a nice long video. That's fair. I think my target like I would say my target YouTube time frame would be like a half-hour video. I think it's long enough to have like an interesting something going on, but it's short enough where I can watch one and not have to come back and like pick up where I left off. Like it's a nice frame of time where it's like enough time where you get your point across, and usually a lot of quality stuff goes through that, but it's not long enough where it could be too much filler, or it would just be good stuff but just long enough that I have to go come back. So I'd say a half hour for me. I remember a while ago, a few years ago, YouTube had it so like you could only really get recommendations for ads if like the video was like, at first it was like 8 minutes long, and then it was like 10 minutes. So it was like kind of tough for YouTubers who made like animation content at the time, because like they didn't really, it's a lot of time to invest in like an animated animated like episode or video. I think they changed it, but like it used to be like 8:01 was like the time frame for like most YouTube videos at the time, or like 10 minutes, which is also a pretty decent time frame, I say. But like I know a lot of videos, it doesn't do it justice if it's like limited to 10 minutes. So I love this view of the map. This is really cool. I like this. Look at this guy doing his hard work. Very nice. There we go. And I will. Do I try? Let's see. I'll try. Let's play it safe. Let's try this out. Proceed to the unloading area. I've never done this before, so. Hello, am I in it? Oh, I see. Oh, there we go. Okay. I did it myself. There we go. It's cool. Didn't really give me too much XP, but obviously it was a shorter map. Let me see what they offer here. No available cargoes, I see. Okay. That was fun. You don't even watch YouTube anymore? What? Really? I love YouTube. I can't believe... Wow. Never thought I'd see the day someone doesn't watch YouTube. That's interesting. I mean, I guess if you're really busy, I suppose. Then once in a while, I go into Discord. You go to Discord and play video games. I see. Dang, okay. Remember one episode of Family Guy where a traffic jam was caused by a couple laying on their car hood and watching clouds. Oh, wow. I'm glad that won't be the case in this game. At least I hope. But I think that's probably more productive than my traffic jam in this game earlier. That's funny. Family Guy is so interesting. It's like usually a hit or miss for me. But I think it's so funny. I think overall Family Guy is so funny. But it is like some episodes are like, you know, eh. But all good stuff for sure. One last game of Among Us. And suddenly it's 5:30 a.m. 7 hours straight of Among Us? Dang. That's funny. Among Us is a lot of fun, actually, despite the memes and stuff. I think it is a lot of fun. But you have to play with like the right people, I think. Oh, you naturally wake up at 8:25. Dang. Oh my goodness. Ooh, some art you say? Alright, let's see. Did you send it yet or not? Oh, let me see. What's this? I got a text message too. Sorry, I'm loading up. I'm gonna try on my. Have a good night, Ice. Yeah, have a good night, Ice. Thanks for stopping in today. It was a lot of fun chatting with you today. Thanks for stopping by. Despite your food preferences, you know, very, very pleasant conversations for sure. But yes, have a good night. I'm actually probably gonna wrap up soon, anyways. So I think it's probably good timing, anyways. So thanks again for hanging in there, and I'll see you again hopefully sometime soon. Ninja, that's awesome! Nice work! That's an awesome piece of artwork there. It's like totally in the style of your other characters. That's so cool. That is awesome. Do I have your permission by any chance in the future to make that my new profile picture? I guess it'd be kind of hard to see in the profile picture format, but you know, do I have your permission in the future? That is so awesome. I always love, you know, seeing, you know, a character in your talented you know, and you and Rain and a few others, you know, talented, you know, art skills. It's really cool to see that work. And that's not water, but like, look at the design. It's so cool. Oh, you're not Ninja. Sorry, you guys are the same colors. Sorry, I read the wrong thing at the wrong time. Ninja used to stay up at 5 a.m. again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Ninja wants to stay up that late. Eating a large piece of meat with no bones feels so satisfying, like chicken. Yeah, I agree. I hate when bones are in like meat and stuff. But if it's like, depends on how it is though. If I had like ribs with no bones in them, I'd feel really weird about eating them. I feel like there's always like some I feel like I'm missing like the actual like bone or something, you know, that's meant to be in there. I was probably gonna make it Friday, but decided to do it now since I came back. That's awesome. And you say, yeah, that's awesome. Thank you very much, Ninja. Do it on mobile to zoom in and out. Oh, yeah, that sounds great. You can art too. Oh, that's right. You had. I haven't seen much of your work recently. That's, you know, I forgot to mention you. That's why. I know earlier, back in, I think back a while ago, you sent some awesome pieces of work in the. How long ago was that? Anyways, I'm looking on the back here. I don't see. Let me look at the pin notifications. I think there's. No, that's the original work. You made one a long time ago. Back when I was playing Animal Crossing, but I haven't seen any more work from you since. Oh, here we go. It's the you had the Kirby sketch from your little notepad, and then I think you had, where is it? Was that one? I think that was it. I thought there was another. Yeah, there it is. The ripped version of Kirby. There we go. So it's been a while though. I gotta see some more work. Two-faced ducks. They're just smiling. Happy ducks. Oh boy. That's funny. Alright, folks. I'm tired. I'm gonna go get some dinner and then fall asleep. Have a fantastic night, folks. It was so much fun hanging out with y'all today. We had a lot of fun conversations and some fun chatting. And I only had a few minor accidents in this game, but some of them were caused by the AI. Some of them were caused by me, but whatever. Well, yes, I will see you all again later. I'll be back live again on Friday, not Thursday. Thursday is my first day of classes, actually in class. And, wish me luck because it's going to be like 3 hours. It's a night class. It takes 3 hours, but we'll see how it goes. And Blue enters the stream as we're about to end. Well, thanks for stopping in, Blue. Have a good night, folks. That was a lot of fun, though, having everybody here. And, again, sorry, Blue. Unfortunate timing. But I'm glad you stopped by, though. Thank you. And you still going to post some pics? All right, sounds good, Psychotic. I cannot wait. Actually, did you send them out? Let me take a quick look. Oh, you give an example of Psychotic's art? Oh, let's see what we got here. Hi! That's cool. This is how Psychotic draws ducks. That's cool. Kind of looks... Oh, you're right. The two-faced style. Like that kind of... I can kind of see it now. It's kind of... That's pretty funny. Oh, nice. All right. But yeah, stream is ending, Mark. Have a great night, folks. It's been a lot of fun. You guys were so much fun to talk to today. It was so much fun. I'm glad this is like now a continuous thing. Yeah, I'll probably let's see. You drew it, but that's how she draws them. I see. That's pretty cool. That's unique, but you know, pretty cool stuff. Trying to find anime, yeah. Yeah, well. Ooh, let's see it, Mark. If you're willing to share, I'd love to see what it looks like. This is mad about the epic skills. It looks pretty nice, though. I'll have to see from the source, though. Let's see some of your work here, Psychotic. If you're willing to share, you know, I'd love to see the specific design you've got. But anyways, have a good night, folks. Thanks again, and I will see you all again Friday. Bye.